You need to be taken because we have confirmed reports of tornadoes in both of those areas.
Ryan, do you have a copy?
Yeah, go ahead.
I have a rotating wall cloud.
Hello, guys.
Straight for
Do you hear me?
Arkansas and multiple funnel clouds.
Do you guys hear me? Do you guys hear me? Do you guys hear me? Hello? Oh man, we got a tornado report right on this. Let's turn this off. Okay, I don't know if you guys kind of... Okay, so we have 7 tornado warnings, 41 severe thunderstorm warnings, 1 flash flood watch, 6 severe weather statements mainly for wind, and over 3-inch hail, and tornado watch for over 100 counties right now. This is a very large event. We are looking at these tornadoes that are firing off here. We have a confirmed tornado report. I believe what ones have observed on it. This one up here. It's that new tornado warning.
There are tons of little areas of rotation here. This could be one of them that could definitely spark a rotating wall cloud or funnel cloud right over Fort Smith. And in fact, there's one of those. So
okay, so we are looking near Ardmore.
Know that there isn't a tornado warning
South
right
Oklahoma.
Now, okay? But
this storm has it embedded
the severe
within.
thunderstorm is capable of producing a tornado. So
yeah, there's slight rotation here.
I would just go ahead and
we've already had damage. We've already had damaging tornadoes. I know that
at any moment.
Man, new severe thunderstorm warning. We've already had damaging
this storm
tornadoes.
Is one to watch.
This one might also have one behind it here, right in there.
Hartshorn.
Man, this is
Hartshorn, Oklahoma.
This is a very bad situation
and then,
here. This one's only getting stronger. And down by Dallas, we are
this
looking...
thing is spinning like a top, but it's not at the surface. Look at how dead the surface winds are. But if you look at the actual radar,
do I even have a radar?
Higher in the atmosphere, there's a lot of wind shear. This storm is spinning enough to produce a big tornado, but thankfully, right at the surface, it's not. So at least for now, that could change. Just know that there's basically a tornado about 1,000 to 3,000 feet in the air above you here, okay? And it don't look like it's going to come down right now, but it could as it moves off to the north and east. So keep that in mind in places like Corinth, Highland Village, and Flower Mound. Your biggest concern right now, though, is not necessarily a tornado. It's the hail, okay? That we've got huge hail coming down here in the general Corinth and Flower Mound area, possibly up to tennis ball size or greater.
Yeah, there's definitely rotation up there, higher level.
All right, let's go back to our Ohio storms. Remember, these are confirmed tornadoes here. We've got one between West Independence and Alvada, Ohio, moving towards New Regional, Frenchtown, down towards Mexico, Ohio. All right, take shelter if you're down here. This radar is too far away for me to dive into the mesoscale.
Yeah, I know.
The actual tornado could be anywhere in this area, okay? Usually whenever it's closer to the radar, we can kind of pinpoint a specific zone, but we can't right now, okay? We just know that there's a tornado somewhere in here, and it's moving almost due east with a little bit of a southward component as well. And my goodness, look at the daggone view that we have from Storm Chaser Nick Gorman right now.
Wow. Okay, hold up.
A new PDS severe thunderstorm warning has been issued.
Nick Gorman.
Oh, we got
still back there towards Mount Vernon. Okay. Okay, so Nick Gorman is still back there towards Mount Vernon in southern Illinois, giving us a view of that storm as it moves off to the east.
Sorry, guys, you're hearing a lot of warnings getting put up here. Jeez, we got ones way out here.
In Ohio here, the one that just went past Salina. The rotation was pretty significant just a frame ago, and now it's even more significant. So this could be a pretty big tornado here just to the north of St. Mary's in Ohio. I
A
can,
new
based off
PDS
this
severe
information, I
thunderstorm
can give you a
warning
little
has
bit
been
more
issued.
detail about the
Let's scan it.
mesoscale, I guess. Let me see
It's
here.
in a bad spot though. I mean, this radar's down.
Let me
Why
open
are
this
all
up
of these
real quick.
radars down? This is
St.
really not
Mary's,
working out good for us.
Ohio.
What radar? Oh, there we go.
Yeah, so
Oh yeah.
according to radar, this is either right on top of St. Mary's or near the 40-acre pond.
Oh,
north of
man.
St. Mary's, moving east along the highway there towards Wapakoneta. It's going to go through Glenwood, the Moulton Township building, and then eventually, if it continues on the same trajectory that it's been on,
Was it just
it'll
upgrade
go
PDS?
right towards Wapakoneta
Yep,
or
PDS
just to
right
the
now.
north.
Okay, this
probably on
bad
the side
situation
where
we're
the
looking at.
Wapakoneta Water Park is and the Family YMCA.
Oh my
So if you know about
Jeez,
Highway
layout.
198 up there or
3 observed now.
Defiance
Okay.
Street,
This is
that would be the part of town that I would be most concerned about.
there's homes
But
in this
obviously
area.
the
This is a very
entire
bad situation.
town, is
We're
under
looking
the gun
at
here
the
for a
radar's
potential
not reaching it, and when the
impact from a
radar's out here,
tornado,
it might be
as the storm
downplaying the
gets closer to you.
situation. Like you're seeing orange and yellow in here. We're
Wow.
getting up in a dangerous situation here with 120, 140 mile an hour winds. Just north of St. Mary's,
And yeah, this
particularly
is,
dangerous situation.
This is now a PDS tornado warning.
Yup. It's
for,
going to be heading
Aguiles
just
County,
north
Ohio.
of Wapakoneta, near Buckland and Glenwood, and there are houses on these roads. I mean, these roads have homes on them. This is bad. We just got to watch this one here, though. Tornado reports are still getting put on this
This
storm.
is a particularly dangerous
It is
situation.
confirmed on the ground.
Take cover now. The hazard is a dangerous, damaging tornado. Emergency management confirmed a tornado, and it was producing damage. You are in a life-threatening situation. Flying debris may be deadly to those caught without shelter. No homes will be destroyed. Considerable damage to homes, businesses, and vehicles is
Some
likely,
lifted,
and
okay.
complete destruction is possible. Locations impacted include Wapakoneta, St. Mary's, Fort Shawnee, Cridersville, New Knoxville,
even.
Moulton, Buckland,
That one
Freiburg,
also looks
Kossuth,
impressive.
and State Route 116.
Okay, I can't tell if it's weakening or what we're...
We've got a PDS tornado warning now. This is going right towards the town of Wapakoneta.
It looks like it came back in on... It's hard to tell what it's
All
doing.
Glaze County, Ohio. Take shelter. I'm sure the sirens are blaring now in this
better
part
be.
of the world. But
This is a big city.
if that's not what it takes to get you to shelter, I don't know. I don't know what works, but you got to get there because this is a situation where you need to
If only
run,
this
not
radar's
walk.
not working.
Because there's a very real chance that this tornado is going to come right through town here moments from now. And even before that, right now it's near Glenwood. It's going to come through Moulton and then Wapakoneta. And then
How bad is
if it
this? These
continues
are
on the
just-
same path, it
Jeez.
could make it all the way
These
over
are
there
heavy
towards
population
St.
centers.
John's.
We're looking at a tornado right there. And it's going just due straight. Maybe a bit north.
This is an official tornado on the ground here.
Very dangerous, guys. This is very dangerous. It might be here. It might be
Do we
here.
got anybody on that?
I don't think so. Just waiting for the radar to update.
Hey, do we have anybody in Ohio? Dean Barry's in Chillicothe, Ohio. That's pretty far away. Yeah, it is. Okay, yeah, we don't. As far as I can tell, we don't have any chasers on that right now.
This is, I think, our third PDS already today. Wow.
If you're just now tuning in, I think we have a pretty big tornado on the doorstep of Wapakoneta, Ohio, near Glenwood. It's moving east fairly quickly, and we do have a PDS tornado warning. And remember, a PDS tornado warning, it means it's a particularly dangerous situation.
It looks worse down
Every
here.
tornado, okay, every tornado is a dangerous situation. But this one is particularly dangerous because it's exceptionally large and producing significant damage.
The rotation just isn't there. just watching these two. Rotate down here looks strong. It looks like there's two. Like, it's really hard to tell what you're looking at here. We are just getting warnings every second. Carrollton has
and
got.
It looks like there might be some sort of handoff happening now where the original circulation is maybe letting up a little bit, and now a new circulation is popping up to the south.
Yeah, that's what I'm seeing here. Hold up. Let me show Twitter to you guys. Look at this tornado we missed
This
earlier.
is still bad news for
major
Wapakoneta because that could come through the southern part of town. Or we could still have two tornadoes happening at the same time here.
Yeah, here's where I'm talking about. Big time damage here. Earlier. Wow. If we just keep scrolling, they just keep new images of damage I haven't even seen. Maystown looks like it got hit pretty good. Yeah, definitely got hit. There's debris there. That was one of our PDSs today, but
I'm just trying to see if I can see any more information from this.
Virginia's fine. Yeah, this is Northwest Ohio.
I'm not hearing anything out of Salina just yet. Or St. Mary's or Moultrie or any of these places.
We're just waiting. All we can do is wait. Drop down south, we have flash flooding possible. It's going over and over. Like we have a tornado warning near Louisville.
Yeah, that's one heck of a look right there.
I don't.
And what do we got going on here?
Whoa! All these F hooks.
Freddie McKinney's got us a view of some rising clouds coming into our storm near Washington County, Illinois.
Look at that.
It looks like they are rotating a little bit too. So that storm might be trying to ramp back up again. This is back in Illinois.
This is in my stream right now, guys.
All right. We're mostly focused on our storm near Wapakoneta right now in Ohio. It does have a PDS tornado warning for
basically straight east, which is bad
for Auglaize County,
Wapakoneta.
Ohio.
Because it new tornado.
Yeah, there's two areas of rotation. It's either the original rotation is kind of cycling out and kind of getting absorbed into the parent supercell, and then like a new rotation is forming, or we've got twins. That's very possible too.
It seems like it's dying.
A new tornado warning has been
We've got a
issued.
new tornado warning for Delaware County, Indiana. We're up to 6 tornado warnings now. I do want to bring our attention over there very quickly. We've got quite a bit of rotation here.
Jeez, this is
Dangerous
an
looking
outbreak.
storm.
I mean, this is an outbreak.
If these storms over here in Ohio are producing tornadoes, then this one likely will too. Muncie, Indiana. You've got a big bad one coming right towards you. Delaware County, Indiana, take shelter now. Muncie, Indiana, take shelter now. I'm going to take a drink of water and get ready for this next onslaught of tornado warnings that's getting ready to come through. And Chandra is going to update us on the news a little bit in the meantime. Go ahead, Chandra.
Mute that there. So we just got new tornado warnings here. I'm pretty sure this one St. Louis is going to get lifted. There's really nothing with that. The one up north, let's just keep looking back at these 3. What's this one near Muncie? Oh yeah, definitely rotation in here. Then if we hop over to, man, there's just not a good radar. This is still looking pretty big. I mean, correlation coefficient not showing anything. If anything, it'll enter this town either north of it or south of it. Both of these cells that look like they got rotation look either north or south. It looks like the strongest part's actually in this little radar gap right here. So it might be, yeah, it's definitely stronger than it showing right there. Got the radar bugging out in some parts. It's it's hard to know. This is definitely producing a good amount of tornadoes. I mean, with 5 warnings at even one time, there's definitely one at least on the ground at some point. Near Muncie, this is north of the town. No sign of debris with that, and another embedded. A lot of these are embedded. This one definitely could form a bit better. These cells just aren't discrete enough, honestly, up here. The main concern area hasn't even really started yet. Oh wow, does that have anything on it? Oh, they literally just put just as I'm looking at that, they put that severe thunderstorm warning on it. Tornado possible. This one definitely gonna want to watch. That one gonna want to watch. Watch this one. These over here are really the concerning ones, though, and this is a primal risk area. We weren't even focused up there. These ones, if they get out here alone like this, definitely here. We are gonna, wow, D Queen, sad. We are definitely gonna want to watch these, though. I mean, they'll be kind of all by themselves, and that a lot of times that'll give them more energy. Work with the atmosphere. New tornado warning just got issued. Not on that one. How's that one looking though?
The ones that had the best chance, or the greater likelihood of impacting people's lives, potentially being deadly and catastrophic. So if I'm not talking about your town in this time, it's probably a good thing. All right. So I'm going to go through these one by one, each tornado warning here, and we'll try to hit on the severe thunderstorm warnings as well. But I'm guessing we're going to get interrupted by some sort of breaking news or new update before we get to that point.
Whoa.
Currently, we've got tornado warnings, all radar indicated. Our PDS tornado warning has been allowed to get downgraded to a radar indicated. We have no confirmed tornado warnings right now, but we have tornado warnings in Delaware County, Indiana, Warren County, Missouri, Algaze County, Ohio, Johnson County, Oklahoma, and Crawford, Seneca, and Wyandotte County, or Wyandotte County in Ohio.
A new PDS severe thunderstorm warning has been issued.
The first tornado warning that I want to talk about is this one up here near Findlay. Okay, the storm that just went through Findlay, is continuing to produce a very strong area of rotation here south of Tiffin. This was just responsible for a confirmed tornado warning. We had some reports of a tornado back there towards Findlay and West Independence. We don't know if it's still down or not, but let's assume that it is.
Sorry about that. The one looks like St. Louis one's been expired, but we're still at. Now we're down to 4 tornado warnings so far. We are just in a bad radar spot, like we were saying. This one might be allowed to expire too. There's huge hail. If it's showing blue, it's literally lagging out. That's how big the hail is. You're gonna be hearing that a lot, but that means it was just. The hail's so big it can't process it. Down here, we are definitely gonna want to keep watching all of these. This one in particular. Where was it? I believe this one near Norman. Do not like the looks of it. This can wrap up easily. The hook on it's already impressive. It might be showing them. Go on base reflectivity. This might actually be showing higher level rotation. 3. Oh yeah. 2 tornado warning. We'll get to that here. Got to figure out where it is.
That it is right now, though. We'll keep you updated on that.
Oh, they just
no tornado warnings right now in Illinois. No tornado warnings right now in Missouri or Arkansas. The next tornado warning is going to be down here in Oklahoma for the area around Milburn. Okay? Milburn, Oklahoma, you're under a tornado warning. Take shelter immediately if you're down there.
This is looking
and then we have this huge
a new tornado warning
has
been issued
back here on the northern side of the DFW area. Denton,
well, and then it kind of just
Little Elm,
off,
Corinth.
so.
You guys have just been getting hammered by hail. Some of these places have received 3-inch in diameter hail, and there's even bigger hailstones on the way, especially if you're in Oak Point or Little Elm. Get ready. The thing about this storm, though, is it's not moving much. Okay, so it's not moving down towards downtown. It'll take it a while to get to Sherman, so it's just it's going to dance around Denton for a while and probably put a lot of dents in things if it continues to drop 3-inch in diameter hail.
Wow.
Another storm is forming to the south. This one could eventually go into downtown Dallas, but right now it's not that big. It hasn't turned into anything just yet. We're going to keep an eye on that. Now, everywhere in the middle, we don't have any tornado warnings, but we do have a lot of suspicious storms that we're watching very closely. Look at all of these. Look at all these. That storm, rotating. Okay? This storm, rotating. This storm, it's broad, but it's rotating. All right? All of these are discrete supercells. They could produce tornadoes. We're watching them as they approach Little Rock, Arkansas. Currently, they're not producing tornadoes, right? But what they are producing is 60-mile-per-hour winds and tennis ball-sized hail.
A new tornado warning has been issued.
That is definitely happening. So keep that in mind. Whenever there's a new warning, are you guys hearing it? Do you guys hear a new tornado warning has been issued? Because it's not popping up on my end. I just want to make sure that it's working.
I just don't see it. It doesn't look as strong. This almost looks stronger back here to me.
Anyways, we've got. I mean, look at this. This storm right here looks very impressive. We have to watch them.
Oh yeah, the one near Norman.
Closely as they go up towards Little Rock. Now, all this mess up here in northern Arkansas, you know, we've got some severe storms, but this is mostly just rain, thunder, and all that good stuff. Up here in northeast Arkansas, we've got some stronger winds getting ready to come through Pocahontas and Walnut Ridge. It looks like the storm started a little bit earlier than what we thought earlier. The storm started a little bit earlier than what we thought. We've been going for about 5.5 hours now, so the tongue twisting will commence from this point on. But I remember earlier in the stream we were talking about Cherokee Village maybe not seeing their big thunderstorms until closer to 10 or 11 p.m. tonight. Well, here we are, Eastern time at 7:30. So, you know, we're 3-4 hours off here. That shows you how dynamic the system is and how unpredictable these things are until the storms start going. A lot of times the storms have to form and they have to start interacting with the atmosphere before we can know what's going to happen next. So yeah, we've got a mess of a squall line moving through portions of Arkansas up here. None of this looks to be terribly tornadic or much of a problem at all, really. It's just your regular average severe thunderstorm. The problems start picking back up once we get into the general southern Louisiana area. These are much stronger supercell, multicellular systems. They are rotating. They've got huge hail with them, and these are going to continue to cause problems in southern Illinois. And, of course, as they move off to the east towards Indiana as well. This one, this one right here is trying to rotate. We'll see what happens with that. I will see if we get a tornado warning with this one. But Bible Grove, I would watch out in southern Illinois. That storm looks like it's capable of
this is
certainly trying to produce a tornado as it moves in your direction. These two supercells right here are, in my opinion, troublemakers. All right, we've got to watch those as they move east in southern Illinois. And then in Indiana, we've got once again an incredibly well-defined supercell on radar here just to the north of Indianapolis. Not rotating much at all at the surface, but producing very large hail. We've got more of those forming to the west. So all of this mess of supercells over here is getting ready to move into downtown Indianapolis. And then our big storm here is getting ready to move into downtown Muncie as well, the one that's got the tornado warning on it. It's still radar indicated. I would like for everybody in Muncie to stay in their safe spots, but of course let us know what's happening in Muncie after the storm goes by, because, you know, according to radar, it very well could be a tornado. The biggest threat with this storm looks to be on the northern side, up there near Royerton and DeSoto. You guys are getting hammered with hail right now. Probably close to 3-inch in diameter hail, if not larger. That's going to cause damage, and it's going to continue to do so as it goes towards Parker City, Farmland, and Winchester in eastern Indiana. If you live in any of those places, get the car under the carport or in the garage or something, because that is going to cause very significant damage to your vehicle if you don't do something about that. Man, the storm here, the new circulation that's handed off here to the south and east of Wapakoneta, Ohio, looks more impressive than ever. I'm very surprised we don't have a new confirmed tornado warning. Oh my goodness, this is the most obvious confirmed tornado that we've had so far today. There's your hook, there's your velocity couplet, and then boom, there's your debris ball. We've got, in my opinion, the first real debris ball of the day.
We have a tornado on the ground.
Of significant concern.
This is a tornado on the ground. That's a debris ball.
And you know, this is heading
Debris.
right down there towards Russell's Point.
Right there, it's debris.
My goodness, guys.
This
Come
is
on.
big.
Radar indicated.
On homes.
A new
There's
tornado
an update,
warning
but it's
has
not
been
a new
issued.
it's not an upgrade.
Observe.
Anyways, listen, you're under a tornado warning right now in
Ryan,
Gutman,
copy.
in Geyer, and Santa Fe, in Ohio. You need to take shelter, because I think that this is a tornado that's down on the ground right now.
This is definitely on the ground. It's getting bigger. This black.
Nick's trying to talk to us.
We got black up here. Down by these roads. This is a bad deal. I'm doing the face reveal at 30K, but I really can't be talking about that.
Yeah, go ahead, Nick.
I'm sorry, I was just on the phone with my
talk
boss. I wasn't able to talk.
There it
New
is.
information.
Shelby County,
This
Ohio,
tornado
Logan
warning
County,
has been
Ohio,
upgraded.
Hardin County,
Is it
Ohio,
PDS?
Allglaze, Ohio. Confirmed tornado on the ground once again.
Not
Get to
yet.
shelter immediately.
This, I almost bet this will be upgraded. This
Out
is
of everything we've seen today, y'all, this is the one. This is the one that looks the worst to me.
oh my, this is bad. This is bad, guys. We are looking at big rotation here over homes, and it is doing damage. It is doing major.
Oh man, the tornado right now is somewhere near Slater, Ohio.
Almost a mile
and
wide
it's moving
debris.
its way down towards Gutman,
Over
Ohio.
almost
It'll cross,
nearly a mile wide
Highway
debris belt.
65 near Gutman and Geyer, Ohio, and continue to move potentially due east.
Oh man, we got video of it. Got video of it.
What's going on, bro?
To shelter. What you're seeing here, okay?
This
What you're
is-
seeing here is a
Mile wide
tornado on
debris
radar,
ball.
all right?
Yes, this is a
one of the
mile
ways
wide
that
debris
we
ball.
can tell
It's
that
heading
there's a
towards
tornado
Geyer and
is
Gutman.
obviously we
Geyer
look
and
at
Gutman.
the,
These cities,
we
you
look
gotta
at the
you gotta get down.
reflectivity,
You got
right? And
to.
honestly, with the reflectivity right
Rotations
now,
around
it
2 miles
is
wide.
hard to tell.
I've
But
heard
if we
multiple
look at
vortices,
the velocity, you can
multi-vortex.
see
Let's
very
get
clearly
those 3
that
miles.
right here we've got greens next to reds. We've got winds blowing
I don't
this
got any
way
more.
and very strong winds
Lost it.
blowing this
Look at
way.
this.
There's rotation right here, okay?
This is a picture of it.
And then
We have the
on
tornado.
top of that, we now have, in my
dropping?
opinion, full confirmation.
It's
because
in
of
there.
This is the correlation.
There's a tornado in
coefficient
there.
product.
There's a big,
What this does
huge
is it
tornado
looks
in
in the
there.
atmosphere and it says, okay, everything in the atmosphere seems to be a similar size, so let's paint it all the same
Tornado?
color.
This will be heading towards Botkins.
But hey,
It's right over there.
there's some bricks.
New tornado's trying to form right there.
There's some
This is bad.
that doesn't
This
form
is bad.
rainbows. So let's drop the
It's
correlation.
either there. I
What is
think
going on?
we are seeing power flashes on the stream. Those are power flashes.
Okay, well, yeah, we lost visual of the first tornado, completely rain wrapped now.
We've got stuff.
Oh,
It is
it's-
strong, heading near Russell's Point.
It's
Third
strong.
tornado,
And it just happens to be right
probably a
on top of
stronger one, just based on what we saw.
rotation.
Okay, I'm gonna get off in 1
This
mile
is bad, guys. This
and
is
watch
bad.
this news circulation.
This is not good. This is not good.
That one is buried in rain.
And that's not good. That is not good. What do we got here now? Upgraded or?
That one was absolutely buried in rain. Okay, hang with me, Chad. We got a new circulation literally behind us.
Oh, they just dropped.
Trying
a
to
new
drop.
one. It's still
Just gotta
not.
get to the exit. Gotta get to
This is
exit.
already down. If this is
Right
the one
there.
they're talking about, it's definitely down.
Heading right for Botkins.
Where is he? Fuck. They're not on our store. TDS over 16,000 feet. Debris has been lofted. Over 16,000 feet. There are homes out here. Debris over 16,000 feet. Usually EF3 plus tornado. Currently in effect EF3 plus tornado. here ongoing. This is causing major damage near Slater, Gutman, Slater, Gutman, and Geyer. It's going to be heading towards New Hampshire and Santa Fe.
What is going on today?
251 down TR 126
circulations
and
on us
just
at all
down the
times.
meridian here, TR 116. You've got to get down.
Yeah,
This
the
is bad.
Waynesfield one is still on the ground, but I can't get to it. It's buried in rain. We got off that highway.
Oh,
This is
man.
a new circulation. I'm just
Now
gonna
it's time
go.
to actually heed the warning and get to your safe spot. The rotation with this one looks pretty impressive. There could be a tornado here in Bible Grove within the next 10 to 15 minutes. Take shelter immediately.
We're just waiting on the radar update. I mean, it's all you can do. This definitely did. If this isn't ongoing now, it definitely was ongoing, and it definitely did major
Indiana,
damage.
How are you guys? How is Muncie?
It's still ongoing.
Indiana? I haven't heard anything from them. The rotating part of that storm has just went to the north of town.
This is 6:38.
so
1
more
minute
like,
ago, at least it was still doing
Morningside,
damage.
DeSoto, Woodland Park, Altshire, that area. How are you guys
New
doing
warning.
with, this is
What are
definitely
we
a
up to?
rotating storm. We just don't know. if
7
there's any
warnings. Okay,
ground
guys,
contact yet.
this is getting serious here.
So let us know
We gotta
how
watch this. We're just
Muncie,
sticking on this
Indiana
one.
is
We can
faring.
focus on
I
these
think
later.
downtown
We're sticking
Muncie
it
is
on this
probably fine. You're
very
probably thinking, like,
dangerous
what the heck are you talking
situation.
about, dude?
Down
It's
251.
perfectly
Anyone
fine.
anyone to the right of that, you gotta hope
But
they're in
on the
shelter.
northern side
This
of
is
Muncie,
damage
we
right here.
could have
This is
just had a
damage. It
tornado,
has
so I'm
done
trying to
damage.
See what's going
A
on
new
there.
tornado
National Weather
warning
Service
has
has
been
decided
issued.
to extend that warning all the way out to Parker City, Farmland, Winchester, Saratoga, and Union City over here in eastern Indiana.
Oh yeah,
So
we got.
now that's a continued tornado warning for Delaware County, Randolph County, Indiana. Take shelter now. Up to 8 warnings. Y'all.
Oh, I
8
shouldn't have got
warnings.
off the
If you know
highway, but I
anybody in
want-
any of these affected areas, please share this with them. Some people, once again, don't watch the news. They don't think about this kind of stuff. So we need to put it in front of them because, honestly, this is a life-threatening situation.
It is. This is bad.
Especially here in Ohio with this specific storm. This
The
picked up
rotation
a
is
lot of
strong.
debris, okay, this did some significant damage over here, somewhere south of Wapakoneta. It's likely still on the ground doing significant damage now as it approaches Russell's Point, Ohio. We've got a tornado on the ground, likely doing significant damage, approaching Russell's Point, Ohio, and Roundhead. Everybody there needs to take shelter now. The best way to do that is to get into a basement. If you've got a basement, thank goodness.
This is where it
Okay,
is.
that's key. Get there. If you don't have a basement,
See this dot? That is
what you
debris.
need to
We
do
are
is
looking at
get into the
debris.
most
It's hitting
interior
homes, hitting
room
stuff that
of
shouldn't be
a
in the air.
sturdy shelter.
That's not a
You need
good
to get
thing.
into the
That
most
is.
interior room of your home.
It doesn't need explaining. This is
on
bad, and this is going over
well-built
homes.
home, get into the most interior room of
New
that
tornado
building.
warning.
It doesn't have to be a home.
Are we
it
up to
could be a
8?
building,
8
right? It could
tornado
be
warnings
where
now,
you work.
guys.
It
This
could
is
be,
this is serious.
a shelter.
Again,
It
a
could be,
very serious situation.
something,
8
just
tornado
anything
warnings
that
are
is
currently in effect.
well-built and has
Huge,
4 walls.
huge weather
Get into
outbreak.
the
This
middle
is
of that
a
where there are no
tornado
windows
outbreak.
and
This isn't
protect your
just
head.
your regular
Just do
thing.
whatever you need to do to protect your head, because the number one way that you're going to get
Semi
hurt
blown
in a
over,
situation
several
like this
signs
been
down.
issued
Already got reports
is
of damage near
by just a
Columbus
piece of wood or
Grove.
something falling
We're
from
definitely
the
gonna
roof
we're gonna
onto
keep
your
watching
head.
this one. The
So
641
if you
scan
don't
does
wanna
not
be in
look
a
any
situation
weaker.
where you're a
And
casualty or
it's
an injury,
still ongoing. This is
and
still doing.
maybe there's minimal damage, but like your head was vulnerable, right? So protect your head. Wear a baseball helmet. Wear a football helmet. If you've got those in the garage, if the kids have bicycle
Here's a picture of
helmets,
it.
make them
Got a
wear
picture
that.
of it.
Take them into
It's a
the
big-
bathroom, which is more. A lot of people have.
This a
like
big one
interior
right down there.
bathrooms
That's
or
a big.
closet,
It's huge.
and bring a. If you've got time,
Thank you
bring
guys
those
for tuning
helmets
in.
with
This
you.
is
Bring
a
a
strong
charged phone,
tornado that
tablet
is
with
doing
you.
damage
Keep me with
right
you,
on the
and,
251 near
odds
Santa
are
Fe,
you're not gonna get
Ohio,
hit by a
that
tornado,
we are tracking.
but
A
it's-
very
it's
dangerous
better to
situation
prepare
is
now
currently ongoing.
than be surprised. You know what I mean? What do you
If
have
we
to
go down
lose,
towards Norman, we also
unless
have
you don't
rotation starting
prepare?
up here.
You have everything to lose.
This huge cells
Okay.
down here that
So
starting to hook.
that's what's going on out here. We have a pretty serious situation here as a tornado is, in my opinion, still ongoing back here west of Russell's Point. Produced damage, significant damage, I believe, south of Wapakoneta. It's continuing to rotate as it approaches Russell's Point.
We are gonna have to watch this, and
It's rain wrap. Yeah, you're not going to be able to see that one.
it's caught. I mean, if you
Yeah,
look
you're
at this,
not
you
gonna
can't
be
even
able to
see
see
the
that
hook.
one at
That
all.
usually means You could kind of see it and hear it, but right there where it comes around. Oh, new radar scan. Oh, it's not any better. Oh, this one's behind actually. Wait for 643 on this one. But it's.
Oh my god.
It's okay. Is that the tornado? Oh my, holy shit.
Language warning. Once again, sometimes we watch
What do we got?
tornado videos here without.
We must have just
like
got a
this
very
because
bad
we need
video.
to see
We
it.
must have just got something horrible. I
know
apologize
if
for
you're
the.
seeing a
Oh, it's
tornado
gotten
warning
worse.
Or a tornado, sometimes you can't help what you're saying. First of all, I do want to say that
This.
if you are under a tornado warning, the first thing that you want to do is get a shelter. Don't stand in the door and take a video of it. But you know, Gavin Grave, I think, has an incredible view here of the very tornado that I think we're tracking right now in Ohio. Okay, so Gavin is sending us this. It's a pretty good distance away from him, but he should still be in a safe spot. But this is what we are tracking right now. That as it is moving.
This is it right there.
Wapakoneta towards Russell's Point. Okay. All right,
That's
and once again,
violent.
Language warning on that video. I am going to retweet it.
That is.
If you're seeing a tornado.
Wow.
You know how it is. But anyways, this is the tornado. That tornado could be a lot bigger than what it looks here. Okay, it looks like
Debris. It's still doing damage. This is doing. This hit Santa Fe. This hit Santa Fe, Ohio. This town just got hit by a big a big tornado, guys. What are we up to? 6 tornado warnings. Like, this is big. This is bad. I really don't know what to say. This is not good at all. It is still moving. We're looking now at 645. Lakeview is actually a big town. This town is gonna get hit. Lakeview is gonna get hit.
And here's what it looks like on radar. Okay, we had it originally pick up debris back here, and then it kind of faded out a little bit. Now it's starting to pick up again, and that coincides with an increase in our rotation here as well. So I think that we've still got a tornado on the ground, still doing damage, moving towards Russell's Point right now. Take shelter immediately.
This is gonna hit Lakeview, guys. This is not good. This is not good.
A new tornado
tornado
warning has
warning
been issued.
in Texas, y'all. Oh my goodness,
Texas. Is
we're
that
in
what we
Ohio
just got?
right now, but now we've got to go visit Texas.
Oh man.
Of course, it's the Dallas storm. It's on the northern side of Dallas.
Oh yeah.
This storm is rotating a little
Okay.
bit. It's not rotating
This
as much
big,
as the
huge
storms up
hail
in
with that,
Ohio,
but we gotta go back
but
to
it's
this observer
rotating
one.
enough, to potentially cause a tornado here on the northern side of Dallas. So this is far north. Okay, this is up past Plano. This is past. Well, this includes Frisco and like McKinney. Okay, that's what I'm talking about in the extreme
This is just a
northern
new.
extent
Okay,
of
another
the
tornado.
DFW Metro. We've got a tornado
Okay,
warning now for
guys,
Frisco
this
and
is
Prosper,
this is
and
bad. This
Hackleberry.
is bad.
Take shelter
We
now.
are looking.
You have a rotating
We are
thunderstorm
looking
here.
at
I still think
huge
the main
rotation. We saw that
problem
wedge
here is gonna be
tornado.
the
That
hail.
this
We've
is
got
this
3 inch
this
diameter hail
right here.
coming
This
down,
this
10
is going into a
small size hail.
populate. This is going into
So
a populated
protect
area.
those
New
cars
tornado.
that
What are we
this
up
is a
to?
huge,
8
you know,
tornado warnings. This
suburban
is
area,
this
right?
is
So
this.
A new tornado
This has been going on for 20 minutes.
Long
Long track tornado that's heading into a town of over 1,000 people, guys. It's directly going into it.
Protect your valuables from hail.
Bad.
That's gonna
We are
continue
looking
to
at
be
a
problem
bad
all the way up
situation
through
here
Little
down
Elm,
south in
Anthem,
Texas.
Prosper,
We have
Rain
another one in
Hills,
the Dallas
and then the
suburbs.
tornadic part
Another
is
one in
coming
the
over
Dallas
right
suburbs,
tornado
guys.
warning has been
It's
issued.
not producing a tornado
Near
right now,
Frisco.
but it could. That's why we've got the tornado.
And it has
warning.
rotation on
So
it
that's
too.
what's going on down there.
So-
The storm southwest of Dallas isn't really, it's not doing much. Okay, so we're not going to worry about that one right now.
Russell's Point.
No
is
tornado warnings
in
in
trouble.
Missouri or Arkansas. We did just get a new one in Illinois. Let's check that out. That one looks like it's a precautionary warning. Kimmondy, you want to get to shelter in Illinois. And then also over here, the rotation's getting a little bit more condensed near Bible Grove. So
There
take
should be
shelter in
particularly
Bible
dangerous
Grove, Sailor
situation
Springs,
in
and
this,
England,
guys. This is-
Illinois as well.
Yup, it hit the
Indiana,
town.
you still got
That is it.
tornado warning
I'm
over here to the south and east of Muncie. This one looks like it's rotating, you know, just as much as those storms in Ohio that are producing tornadoes. So this one could be producing a tornado right now. It could be getting ready to go through farmland. And then Winchester, Indiana, even without the tornado, it's got a huge hail threat with it. We're talking about up to tennis ball size.
They
hail.
gotta get PD.
So make sure
What are
you're
we
taking that seriously.
They gotta get PDS
and
on these
you,
guys. I really
you
don't
get
know what the National Weather
yourself,
Service is
in
doing.
shelter
Like
here soon.
this just hit this city.
And then, of course, we've got our confirmed tornado that's on the ground now near Russell's Point. Okay, it's moving through Lakeview right now, and it's on the doorstep of Russell's Point and Orchard Island. We've got a big tornado on the ground doing damage on Highway 33 between Lakeview and Orchard Island. I will dive into.
Oh, did we just get damage
the
report? A new one?
mesoscale here.
Utility pulled down a hit a vehicle.
Lots of pictures. I mean, this thing is in a pretty populated area, and there's pictures of it all over social media now. This is a real tornado that is coming into Russell's Point right now.
Do we got new
Ohio.
pictures? Yeah, it's doing damage. This is a bad day, guys. This is a bad day.
Orchard Island.
It won't take a few hours. This will be 10 minutes. Like this is hitting a city. Let's get Google Maps pulled up. Let's get an idea of where this is.
That is not good, y'all. That is not good. This is by far the strongest signature we've seen today in terms of a tornado. This is the tornado right now is thankfully in a pretty rural area, but it's getting ready to cross the road there, Highway 33.
Wow.
And then
Orchard
if I'm not
Island.
mistaken,
Oh my.
Honestly, it's probably going to go across the lake. Anybody, if you're watching this and you're familiar with Russell's Point,
We just get
this is going to go across Indian Lake. Thank goodness for Indian Lake. That lake is big enough to where this thing could do most of its damage over water.
Frisco
Let's
guy,
hope
watch
that
out.
That's what happens. I'm not convinced, but hopefully this thing spins itself out over that big lake. But unfortunately, in the middle of its path, we've got Orchard Island, Wolf Island, Tecumseh Island, and Seminole Island. All you guys are in the path of that as well. Okay, and then after it gets past that lake, we're talking about minutes from now. If it doesn't dissipate by the time it gets to the other side of the lake, it's going to continue on that same trajectory
It's
over
not
there towards the
yeah.
Fry Cemetery, Bud's Marine, and eventually towards Duff
This is
Forest
still on the ground.
and Hurley Farms. Okay, so that's about where the tornado is, where it's going, and that's pretty much what I have for you right now. It looks like I think they just now upgraded that to a PDS tornado warning, if I'm not mistaken.
No.
But regardless, it is updated to a PDS
Oh, yeah, it
tornado
is.
warning for Logan and Union County,
God, this is
Ohio.
A new PDS tornado
is.
warning has been issued.
that's bad. This is bad, guys. We are gonna be hearing about this town. We are gonna be hearing about this town. This is a bad situation.
There's a lot going on here,
New
guys.
information.
Hold on.
This tornado warning
Got a
has
new
been upgraded.
confirmed tornado warning too.
God. Orchard Island, so it went
That one's
over
gonna
the
be
lake,
over here for
and then it's
um,
gonna keep
let's
going. I
see,
mean,
New Washington. So this is southern Huron, southeastern Seneca, and northeastern Crawford.
it's still
counties in
doing
Ohio.
damage. I mean,
Confirmed tornado warning up here. Let's go visit it real quick. We gotta see that. This is yeah, my goodness, yeah. This is the same storm that caused us problems over there back towards Findlay, Ohio. Now it's moving over towards Willard, New Haven, and New Washington. It's got a huge area of rotation on it. There's your
Another
tornado
warning.
right there. You see that?
what are we up to? 9?
Let me
10
put a
tornado
better
warnings.
locator dot on it.
Another
That's
observed.
what we're looking at for the tornado. It's
Jesus.
moving this way.
Oh,
Okay,
and
it's
this is
moving
powerful
towards
too.
Cl-
This might have debris
Silleryville
on it too,
and New
guys.
Haven.
This is a
Make sure you
tornado
guys are taking
outbreak.
shelter. This is on the ground now, and it's eventually going to go all the way over to Shiloh, Rome, and Greenwich. Shiloh, Rome, and Greenwich, Ohio.
A new tornado warning
This
has
one,
been issued.
a little bit farther to the south near Russell's Point, this one's a PDS tornado warning. What does that mean? That means that it's a particularly dangerous situation. All right, this all tornado warnings are pretty serious, but this one is particularly serious because the tornado is doing exceptional damage, more than what you would maybe even think when it comes to a tornado. So, who's in the path of this one?
We got another picture.
New Richland, Northwood.
Oh, it's a wedge.
Rushsylvania, Huntsville, Harper.
Look at that.
Walnut Grove.
That is
Fulton,
wide.
West Mansfield, York Center, Summersville.
That looks like more.
Byhalia, Horton, and North Greenfield, Raymond, and Peoria, Ohio. Okay, these are all in Ohio to the north and west of Columbus right now. Okay.
Man, we are looking at tornado warning in Little Rock.
Let's see if we have any more.
Is this the Norman one? Yep.
Storm chasers. Okay, production room. We need Dean Barry back. Dean
God,
Barry is
we
in,
got a lot going on,
Circleville,
guys.
Ohio. He's
Tornado
still pretty
outbreak
far away
currently in
from his
effect.
home.
This
We're
is
gonna
a
meet up with them in Columbus, and we need him on our screen whenever he gets there.
This is a deadly tornado outbreak currently under effect.
Unfortunately, I think that's all we have in Ohio right now. But old Dean.
Oh, it's gotten
You can't beat
stronger
him.
too. We are going to be hearing about damage here soon. This is bad. And then Frisco, this is 600,000 people are in this warning,
Ohio.
and it's getting a hook on it. It's getting a hook on
has
it.
been the most active area today, and of course, not even included in the elevated tornado risk from the SPC. That's why it's important for,
It's
regardless
strong.
of the color that
This
you're
is-
under when it comes to
This
those
has been
outlooks,
going on for
you've gotta be weather aware.
a few miles now. It still has debris. Still has debris. It's going over the lake, so the debris might go down, but that doesn't mean the tornado's gonna be weaker. That just means it's running out of stuff to hit over the lake, and it is strong. This is strong.
We've got a big tornado coming through right. I'm sorry, Ohio.
Yeah, there's a bunch of golf balls on the.
Get damage. No,
Oh, it's still coming down.
just yet. West Mansfield, Ohio, please take shelter. If this storm continues,
This is
um,
not
you know,
good. Let's
long enough, it'll eventually make it into the Delaware,
Hey, Ryan, do you
Dublin,
copy?
and Gahanna areas on the northern side of Columbus. So we gotta keep thinking of that too. That's a very real possibility here.
let's just go back and watch this.
Okay, got Nick trying to talk to me. Go ahead, Nick.
Yeah, right now, we're still in southern Illinois. Our game plan is we're going to intercept these severe thunderstorm warnings and make my way back home. I will say I honestly did not expect Ohio to pop off like it is going right now.
Oh, another tornado warning.
Nick, nobody did. I mean, like at the beginning of the stream, we did talk about how the Ohio Valley would probably outperform Arkansas. But I don't think we were specifically talking about Ohio. That's why it's once again, it's important that whenever if you go and you look
What
at
do we
the
got
SBC outlook, the bullseye for today was supposed to be down there
Yeah.
in Arkansas, but if you go look at the thumbnail for my video, we made sure that like a lot more than that was covered, so that people were
didn't even-
interested
not even
everywhere where
close.
there was going to be a storm, just in case something like this happened. This situation that's unfolding up here near Waynesburg and New Washington in Ohio looks pretty serious. There's a big tornado
New information.
down here.
This tornado warning has been
And it's
upgraded.
moving towards Waynesburg and
So-
Shiloh. Okay.
PDS.
So we've got confirmed tornadoes in Randolph counties,
Wait, I don't.
Ohio, Logan and Union counties in Ohio. We've got a confirmed tornado on the ground right now in Crawford, Huron, Richland, and Seneca counties in Ohio. And we've got a confirmed tornado
It's
down
still strong.
in Hardin County and Logan County.
It's over the water though, so
Alright.
it's not showing.
Randolph County's in
Wait,
Indiana.
is
That's
it?
that latest
Oh,
confirmed
it's done.
warning,
It's-
actually. This is just
it's
to
not
the
over the
east of
water
Muncie,
anymore.
just to the south and east of
Is
Muncie.
there, I don't see any debris
This
on it.
is now confirmed, and this is moving towards Winchester. Guys, we have I think four total big tornadoes down on the ground right now in Indiana and Ohio on their way to fairly populated areas. Winchester, Indiana needs to get to their safe spots. Jeez.
This
Oh, boy.
10 tornado warnings. 2 observed, 1 PDS. 1 has done major damage to the city. It has just destroyed the city of 1,000 people. If we go back and look at the debris, look at that.
Indianapolis.
Look
Yeah,
at how
Winchester,
big it was. This thing is
Indiana
gone for
needs to be getting to their safe spot.
since at least here.
And
To
once again,
here,
I
I
say it
mean-
often, but you need to run, not walk.
This was a powerful tornado.
Run, not walk. You have maybe minutes now before a pretty powerful.
Oh
tornado
wow!
moves
Look at
into the
oh
Winchester
wow!
area.
Look at this thing.
You got to get underground. You got to get underground. That's your best option to make it through.
This was a big one.
A big storm like this. If you can't get underground, then you want to get into the most interior room of a sturdy building.
Selma has
If it's your
damage.
house, more than likely you've got
Big
an interior
damage in Selma.
bathroom or an interior closet, and you want to pick whichever one of those has the least amount of glass. And you want to bring me with you. You
Oh,
want to
another
bring a
tornado
helmet
warning.
with you if you have access to that. And you want to bring a pair of shoes with you. These kinds of storms obviously can cause significant damage to your house. And you might have to evacuate your house. There might be a fire. There might be a gas leak. There might be this. There might be that. You don't want to
Let's go
evacuate
check
a
on the
house
south
in a
one on
thunderstorm
Dallas.
with nails on the ground and your flip-flops or barefoot. It's unfortunate to even have to think about, I know.
A
But
new
you're
tornado
gonna wanna
warning
wear a
has
pair of
been
shoes
issued.
that you would work in, and also wear clothes that you wouldn't care to get wet, and that kind of stuff. Get ready and go, okay? You don't have much time. I would just worry about getting to your safe spot as quickly as possible if you're not already prepared. Hopefully you've been watching the stream for some time today, and you've had time to get ready for this and prepare.
Wow,
but
this one looks big here
unfortunately,
too.
once again,
Oh
the
yeah.
town of Winchester or areas just near it in Indiana are about to get impacted by a pretty significant tornado.
We keep watching this. Still under PDS.
Farmland, Winchester, and
Oh,
then
yeah.
next in line would be areas just south of Union City. The storm that's produced the large tornado back here to the west of Russell's Point is still rotating. Okay, it's still rotating, and it's also still tornado warned. But I don't think it's producing a tornado anymore. It might be cycling. Okay, it might be cycling. So
Yeah,
let's
CC
keep
drop's
that
gone.
in mind. In West Mansfield, potential tornado could be on its
11
way.
tornado
So
A
warnings.
new tornado warning has been issued.
now, this storm up here in
12 tornado
near
warnings.
New Haven, I believe, is almost certainly still producing a tornado right now. So if I'm in Tiro, Shiloh, Rome,
12.
or any of these places in Ohio, near Plymouth, Ohio, I am getting to shelter.
Wow, 12 tornado warnings. This is, jeez.
A new tornado warning
Okay,
has
so
been
we got
issued.
new, okay, so wow, they went ahead and issued a confirmed tornado warning for this storm right here,
God.
or for Western Ohio, in association with the storm that's getting ready to move through Winchester. Once again, Winchester, Indiana is about to take a hit, or at least a very close call to a
Let's go to
tornado
Winchester.
here. We need that town bracing for impact. And then we just got a PDS tornado warning as well. in
Another
Ohio.
PDS. Oh, wow.
Yeah, Logan County and Union counties in Ohio are under PDS tornado warnings.
Here? Or is it here? I don't even know where to look. There's too many warnings here. Yeah.
Okay, so there's a lot going on here. We currently have 12 tornado warnings.
Texas has one
I'm trying
tornado
my
warning.
best
It's
here,
about gone.
to hit on all
12
of these. I'm gonna go
tornado
again,
warnings.
from top to bottom. Okay, I'm
One,
gonna go
two,
from
three observed.
the
So
northernmost
three at
one
least
because
are
those
currently
seem
on
to
the
be
ground.
most intense ones right now. And I'm gonna
This
work
is
my way
a
back down
huge
towards
event.
Illinois and eventually Texas, where yes, there's a
13
tornado
tornado
warning in
warnings.
Texas as well. We have an intense, damaging tornado over here in Ohio. Okay, this is our newest PDS tornado warning. New Haven, Shiloh, Greenwich, Rome.
Another
You're under a
PDS.
PDS tornado warning. You have a big, nasty, damaging, killer tornado
Oh God.
on your doorstep if you live in Shiloh,
New information.
Ohio.
This
You guys,
tornado
this
warning
is
has
turning
been
out to be
upgraded.
a pretty significant event. This looks like this is going to be
This is big.
a devastating tornado outbreak for portions of Ohio. Okay, so if you're
A
under
new
any
PDS
warning
tornado
Oh,
warning
whatsoever
has been
tonight,
issued.
We have like
in Ohio,
3,
Indiana,
4, or
or
5
anywhere
PDSs right
along
now.
this
Guys,
line,
I'll
you
be
need to
right
take
back.
this
This is
more
about to hit
seriously than
Winchester.
you've ever taken a
Give me.
tornado warning
This is where that
before in your
racetrack
life.
is. By the way, they have a racetrack here.
Dangerous,
debris.
life
Okay, give me
threatening,
1 sec.
Tornado on the ground, ripping up debris, ripping up houses, sending debris into the air south of New Haven, Ohio, and moving towards Shiloh, Rome, and Greenwich. You got to get underground, or you've got to get into the most interior room of your home, and you've got to do that as fast as humanly possible. Okay. We've also got a continued tornado warning from West Mansfield, Ohio, Rushsylvania, Walnut Grove. Same thing for you guys. The tornado has lifted for now with your storm, but it's likely going to come back down, so get to shelter and assume that it's already back down, okay? Also back here towards Winchester, Indiana, currently being impacted by a tornado, it seems, possibly a devastating situation for the people in and around Winchester, Indiana. We don't know the severity of this just yet, but this storm is going to continue to the east and impact places like Bartonia, South Salem, Hillgrove, Sharps Crossing, and eventually Greenville, Ohio, in the form of, once again, a monster tornado, barreling down the Ohio-Indiana border. Those three are our biggest problems right now. Those are the ones that are the biggest tornadoes with the biggest, confirmations that they're still doing damage. But there are several other tornado warnings that I do want to make sure that we cover as well. We've got 13 tornado warnings right now. So let's go to this cluster of tornado warnings over here in Illinois. We do have
Sorry,
a
guys.
pretty significant area of rotation.
I'm
north
back,
of
I'm back, I'm
Ingraham,
back.
Illinois.
PDS
moving
on this.
east
Again,
towards
this is
Bogota,
bad.
Shamrock, Booz, and Newton, Illinois. Take shelter immediately if you live in any of those
13
places. This is
tornado
wrapping up.
warnings.
I think what's happening
We are
is
in a-
the sun is setting. The sun is setting. We're getting that increase in lower level jet stream winds, and that was just what we needed. All of these storms were already rotating like tops. They were perfect supercells. We saw it all day. Oh, for some reason they're not rotating at the surface. Well, now we know we've got the missing ingredient. The sun's going down. The lower level jet is ramping up, and all of these storms are dropping tornadoes like crazy now. This one's about to do the same thing. Get to shelter if you're in Newton. Illinois. Same thing back here. Louisville, Illinois. Flora, Illinois. Get to shelter now. Things are starting to pick up as well farther south and west. I mean, heck, all the way down here south and west of Little Rock, Arkansas.
It just went through
We've
this
got
town.
a supercell about to produce a tornado down here south and west of Mountain Pine.
It went
We've
through
got a
Winchester,
tornado
guys.
warning For, let's see here,
Dude,
what counties is
I
this?
can't
This
tell if
is,
there's a debris ball
Garland
here.
and Montgomery counties in Arkansas. Take shelter now. Okay? We've got a tornado warning still ongoing over here in Oklahoma. Okay, this is for Wilson, Oklahoma. Take shelter immediately. This is a radar-indicated tornado, 2-inch in diameter hail. The lower level jet is kicking in. Tornadoes are dropping everywhere. Take shelter now. We've also got a tornado warning on the northern side of Dallas in Texas, up there near Prosper, Ray Mills, and Bloomdale. The rotation looks less impressive on this one, but it's the biggest storm. It's the biggest storm out of all of them, and it's producing very, very large hail, damaging hail, all the way up there towards Gunter, Anna, Melissa. That's coming towards you in Texas. So take shelter if you are under that tornado warning in Texas. That's going to be for what is that?
We're looking at 13 tornado warnings right now. One of them in Texas. McKinney.
What county is that?
Yeah, there's still rotation on that.
West Central Collin County.
Plymouth, Ohio
Take shelter
has
now.
a
So
possible
that's all
mile-wide
13
tornado.
of the tornado warnings. Once again, I got to focus on the most pertinent ones so that we don't miss anything here. Once again, a devastating tornado outbreak is currently underway in Ohio. It seems.
Oh, wow.
We currently have 3 PDS tornado warnings. So we
Oh,
have a
man, there is a
particularly
tornado
dangerous,
near New Haven,
monster
too.
tornado on the ground in Randolph County, Indiana. And then we've got them down in Crawford, Huron, and Richland County, Ohio as
we've
well.
had 3 tornadoes
So
hit these cities
here
directly,
is the
and Plymouth
latest,
might be the
on
next
New
one.
Haven storm. It's still the reflectivity, the what we're seeing through radar is really messy, so it's hard to tell exactly what's going on. But there's a tornado somewhere between New Pittsburgh and Plymouth, Ohio, and it is moving to the south or to the east, mostly to the east, between Shiloh, Greenwich, and Rome within the next 10 to 15 minutes or so.
12 tornado
So
warnings
we're going to
now,
hope
but
that
we
this
are
kind of
still
swirls out and, kind of
bad situation.
loses its intensity over time. But if it doesn't, those towns will be directly impacted by our storm.
What are we looking at here?
the
Debris
storm
still.
that caused damage back there towards Wapakoneta.
Do we have any
and is
tornado
continuing
damage?
to cause damage east of Russell's Point is still likely
No
producing
oh,
a tornado.
Selma,
or is on the
Indiana
verge
is
of producing
destroyed.
a new tornado near
Well,
Walnut Grove.
we can't.
Okay,
I
Walnut
can't really
Grove,
talk about damage now.
you're
We
under
can get
a,
to all that
tornado
later.
warning, West
There are a
Mansfield,
lot
York
of cities
Central
that
Ohio,
have got hit.
take
March
shelter
14th
right
will be a
now.
day remembered.
You see that big bright area of color right there? That's very fast twisting winds in the air that could produce a tornado at any time. Don't play around with that and get to shelter. It does look like about 34% of the county and Auglaize County is without power, which is a testament to some of the damage that this storm has done. Other than that, I don't think we have any news for you on what kind of damage we're dealing with here. I don't think that we've heard anything else. Obviously, it's going to be a while before we do. Unfortunately, it does look like we have a debris signature here east of Winchester. So the town of Winchester or some place very close to it was almost certainly hit. There's some debris. Okay, so I don't want to say too much. We don't know the extent, but we're waiting to hear more on that. Chandra, what do you got for me?
Tornado warning extension.
Unfortunately, we're getting non.
Head up north. Union City might get hit here. Yeah, debris towards Union City. Head north on this one towards Willard, New Haven. Appears we may be having debris there. I see 3 tornadoes right now that.
I believe this is the one that.
Fifth PDS. Oh wow, look at this picture. Look at this tornado that we just got PDS on. Oh man, we are getting warnings left and right. Look at this tornado. Jesus, that's a big one. Like, these are powerful tornadoes here, guys, that we are looking at. These things aren't weak.
A very dangerous half-mile wide tornado on the ground from Huron Emergency Management. Damage to homes, structures,
A new PDS tornado.
14 tornado warnings.
Damage to homes and structures are being reported. This is a very serious and dangerous tornado on the ground. So the National Weather Service is calling this a half-mile wide tornado.
A new tornado warning has been issued.
God, we are up to 14 tornado warnings.
Oh boy.
Oh, we got trees debarked. We got trees debarked. Oh man. Oh God.
And this is the one.
Guys,
that
this
is,
town looks
in
town looks like it
Shoshone.
got bad damage. That looks bad. I see parts of homes. That home looks
So
like it's
once again, I
gone.
think it's very important. If you guys know anybody out
These
ahead of
trees have their
things,
bark
let's
stripped
not
off.
waste time.
This tornado
This-
warning
Let's not
has
waste
been
time.
upgraded.
Let's call
Another
family
PDS, I
members,
think.
loved ones. If you know anybody out here in front
This
of
is a.
these storms,
I don't know if it's EF4.
please
We've
let
had
them
2
know the
EF4s
severity of
last
the situation.
year.
How many times have you been under a tornado warning and you've brushed it off?
I
These tornadoes are actually leveling, structures and
I
they're
don't-
doing big time
I don't know.
damage.
Okay, let's
They're
not guess, but this is
half-mile
bad damage.
wide,
These are
th-
debarked.
these are
These
monster
houses are
tornadoes tonight in
gone.
Ohio and
We need
Indiana,
to get back to this. We need to
and,
start covering these.
we need to make
or we
sure
need to keep
everybody is
covering these,
aware
I
of
guess.
that.
This one
I'm
near
gonna
Plymouth is
list
very
off
dangerous.
all the names
Bellefontaine
of
is
the
still
counties with
producing.
PDS tornado warnings, and this might be a record. I don't know if we've ever had this many at one time before, but we've got a PDS tornado warning for Ashland County, Ohio. Everybody in the whole county needs to be underground or in a very, very safe spot with their head protected. Huron County, Ohio, Richland County, Ohio, Randolph County, Ohio, Drake County, Ohio, and Randolph County, Indiana. I'm sorry. All of these are areas where we know for sure we have giant tornadoes currently causing
Half-mile.
massive damage in Ohio right now. Chandra, what do you got for me?
This is bad.
There's a lot going on right now. Unfortunately, we're listening to
Police scanners say multiple buildings destroyed, houses off foundations, according to a police scanner traffic. That is. I'm in shock. Guys. Unions, this is still, oh my. Huge, south of Union City near Hayesville corner, up between South Salem and Hayesville's corner, there is a massive amount of rotation. There's debris ball. This could have definitely easily been a moderate.
And we're still in the middle of these storms. These tornadoes are still on the ground.
Half-mile
They're
wide
still
tornado
causing
reported by the fire department now.
Damage. Mute Chandra. I still hear her mic. Okay. Yeah, you gotta mute it.
Oh God, this is going through a city again. These all it feels like they're
There-
aiming
there-
for
oh,
cities.
You had it. Almost.
it's not working.
Oh my God. Okay, it's muted. It's muted. Okay, all right. So we've got a serious situation unfolding here, and it's not over. I want to make
This
that
is gonna go
very
through
clear. I
Hayesville's
know we're
corner.
already
This is
talking about news.
there's still homes here.
We-
There are a
we've gotta
lot of
make sure
people
that
getting
everybody
hit.
ahead of these storms continues to take this seriously, and we don't focus.
Oh,
too
it's
much
getting bigger.
on what
Every
just
scan
happened.
it's bigger.
Now we've got
Is
the
there
big
PDS
tornado,
on this?
Coming at
Yep,
between
of course there is.
Indiana and
PDS on
Ohio
about all of
border
these.
near Union City.
Is there
Okay?
PDS on that?
South Salem, Hayesville.
We got like
corner,
3
Hillgrove,
PDS, 4
Sharps Crossing,
PDS
Coletown,
tornado warnings right now
eventually
that we
down
are
there
looking at.
towards
This is
Greenville,
by
Ohio.
far
You
the
all
biggest
need to
outbreak
be
I've
in
covered.
your safe spots.
It's gonna
You need to be taking
hopefully
shelter,
go
run,
south. I
walk,
don't know if
all
there's
that
any
good
homes
stuff.
down. There's still homes down near
we
you.
do still have that tornado warning over here for West Mansfield, and this still looks like a very impressive area of rotation to me. But this is still radar indicated. We don't have a confirmed
Right behind the
tornado
Union
here,
City
but
when
I
we
would still
drop.
be underground. You better bet I would be underground if I was in West Mansfield, Ohio, Raymond, Summersville, or York Center. Okay, and then of course where we've got that reported half-mile wedge tornado over here in northeast Ohio, moving towards Bailey Lakes, Shiloh, Rome, and Ashland. All of you guys need to be underground as well and sheltering for a particularly dangerous situation, tornado warning. Okay? Let's put old B. Dean Let's put BD on in the #1 spot there if you don't care. We've got one storm chaser in the state of Ohio.
Jeez.
So we're gonna try to get him up above my head so you can see.
This is still
what's
going
on
through.
with him.
Oh God, Logan County saying not enough ambulances to assist the injured. They're saying not enough ambulances
I'm trying to check
to
in on
assist
all of
the
these
injured.
rotations here.
We're,
Make sure
we,
we're not
I,
seeing
we're gonna
anything
have some
crazy.
fatalities coming out of this. I hate to say it.
Marshall,
I really do, but
Ernst, Snyder, all you places,
there's
all you guys in
there. I don't think
Illinois,
I think
you
some
need to
people
take
may not
shelter.
make it. I mean, this is a horrible situation. We have seen multiple tornadoes go through decent cities.
The tornado warning north of Dallas has been allowed to expire.
Okay.
The last couple of frames here, I gotta tell you, last couple of frames here on our big tornado that went near Winchester have looked less concerning. So hopefully the rotation is letting up here as the storm goes into Ohio. But man, we don't need to bank on that. Ansonia, Greenville, Rossburg, and Ohio, you guys need to be underground. You gotta, this big blue blob right here indicates that this tornado ripped up a ton of debris near Winchester. It's still floating in the air. Something is keeping that suspended. It's likely a rotation or maybe even a continuing tornado moving through the southern side of Union City towards Greenville and Ansonia, Ohio.
Up north, man.
And I think I think the deal with our West Mansfield storm is it looks to me like the rotation is broad. The rotation seems a lot more broad than it did earlier, so I don't know if we still have a tornado down with this one or not. But West Mansfield, you need to be in your safe
Union
spot. Mansfield, sorry. I'm just trying to analyze all these storms as best as I can. I'm tempted to say that we're seeing a little bit of a down.
We got more damage
with the rotation.
We got
here.
more damage.
I don't want to get too far ahead of myself though. This one, it's too hard to tell. It's just, the radar returns aren't really great here anyways. But you can see how we had a very significant rotation signature back here closer to Washington and Plymouth. That's when the National Weather Service reported this as a half-mile wide tornado. And now it's moved past Shiloh. It's moving towards Adario, Bailey Lake, and Nankin.
Okay. This Hillgrove tornado is ongoing.
It's still got debris in the air. It's still got a strong rotation signature. So
yeah, it is not.
We're going to stay in our safe spots, okay?
We're back down
Here's
to 8.
what I'm hoping has happened.
Still at 9 tornado.
I'm hoping that we had all these storms in place, and what needed to happen was that lower level jet kind of, increased. That's what caused the tornadoes. And now that the lower level jet has increased and it's getting to a more stable spot, there won't be any more mechanism to keep these storms going or to allow new storms to root up like that in the near future. I could be wrong, but hopefully just over the past hour or so, the mechanism that has allowed for this massive uptick in activity is kind of winding down, and we don't see a lot more of that for the rest of the night. But we've
still debris.
We've done this before. Things happen, and we very well could be here for the next who knows how many hours, continuously reporting on new tornadoes as they rip across
so this one's
Ohio, Indiana, and
Illinois.
And heck, all the way back down here towards Oklahoma. We still got a tornado warning down there as well.
Tornado in Frisco. Oh, yep. Damage was done in Frisco. It's free.
A new tornado warning has been issued.
We got a new tornado warning in Texas, so let's go check
Oh,
that
that
out
was
real quick,
Texas.
and then we'll come back up to Ohio.
It's back on
This is
Frisco.
once again for our storm north and east of Dallas now. This is probably the most impressive.
It just looks like a blob.
The thing has looked. So if I'm in Melissa or Anna or Tom Bean, Texas, I'm taking shelter. Chandra,
Are we up to 11?
put Dean Barry's
Another
location
tornado warning.
as Dublin, Ohio. Dublin, Ohio, and check in with me every 5 minutes to update that, guys. I wanna make sure that
11
we've got
tornado
this
warning
location
still,
right.
guys.
I can send you the link so you can keep
A
up
new
with that
tornado
yourself.
warning has been issued.
I'm sending that.
That's huge. How big is this rotation?
So this is a map of all of them, and you're just gonna want to find that green dot in Ohio.
5-mile rotation. I don't think that's
Dean,
producing
that's his
anything.
Live location, and just try to keep that updated as much as you can. Dean is currently on the northern side of Columbus, Ohio. So the video feed you see above my head, that is a storm chaser who's going to try to give us a view of these storms as they approach Columbus. I know we got a lot of people from Columbus now watching. We do have a tornado warned storm kind of descending on the greater Columbus area. It's not one of the ones that has a PDS tornado warning right now. But it is tornado warned, and it will likely continue to be as it grazes the northern side of Columbus. So we're going to have, Dean to walk us through that one. Here's some. Yeah, there's all kinds of photos and videos coming in now of some of the damage out there. Or at least of the tornado. I've seen a couple of the damage.
I cannot be letting off the hook here, guys. Gotta keep focusing. Alright, so we're gonna watch this one. Oh yeah, wow. Strong rotation. This is in Illinois.
Soak in some of this information here. I do want to make sure that we continue to update you on these ongoing storms.
A new
Last I
tornado
checked on
warning
all of these,
has been
the
issued.
location looked
Oh.
less impressive. Unfortunately, that may not be the case
11.
anymore over here in northwest of Ashland. So yeah, if we're in Bailey Lakes or Polk, Ohio, we need to be taking shelter right now.
A new tornado warning has been issued.
Oh, so this is confirmed near Greenville. Don't tell
Go
me
ahead,
that's debris.
Chandra.
Oh, okay, that might.
Okay, so we're getting some news with the
Oh,
scanner
I wanna
report,
listen
scanner
to this.
radio. Alert for Logan County Public Safety in Logan County, Ohio. Fire mass casualty incident. Tornado damage reported across the county. Possible trailer park hit. Triage collection point being established. Report house fires in Russell's Point, and it just has a lot of different information as long as there too. So not good news coming from Logan County. We're going to try to keep you updated as much as we can, and it just seems to be getting worse at this point. So,
Okay, thank you very much, Chandra. So
before we turn off, people are trapped in trailers.
okay,
Okay. Not good. We're not playing Twisted. We're not playing Twisted. This is bad. We have loss of life, I would assume. I would almost say definitely loss of life with these tornadoes, these still ongoing 10 tornadoes. That is bad.
we've got these big storms coming through. They're causing significant damage. We've got probably lots of people displaced from their home tonight. We've got lots of people injured, and who knows what else. And we're still in the middle of it. I want you to look at Dean Barry's feed here as he drives north into the storms that are approaching Columbus. If you're in Columbus, Ohio, and you look north right now, this is what you see. You see that electricity back there? That's one of the storms that has caused all this damage tonight. It's still, like, whenever you see that much lightning activity in a storm, it's not weakening, okay? It's not going anywhere. It is certainly continuing to cause problems. All of these storms may try to recycle a couple of times before they die out tonight. So we've got to make sure we're hyper-vigilant and we stay prepared, not scared, out ahead of these storms because they're going to continue to do damage tonight. Hopefully it's not to your neck of the woods, but if it is, you're going to be much better off if you start preparing now, get your go bag ready and all that good stuff, and you're not just scared last minute like you don't know what to do because you haven't prepared. You know, go ahead and think now, what would I want to do if I knew with 100% certainty that a tornado was going to hit my house? Start making those plans, and hopefully it doesn't. More than likely it won't, right? But if it does, you're going to be miles ahead of most people in that situation. Okay, so back to the radar here. Dean is going to continue to drive up towards our storms here in Columbus. We do continue to have a confirmed tornado warning for Greenville, Ohio, so we need to be in our safe spots over there. We've got a new radar indicated tornado warning for the storm that's north of Columbus. This is the one that we're looking at through Dean's camera. Okay, all that lightning activity that's coming from the storm north of Columbus. In my opinion, out of all the storms that we're tracking tonight, this is the most impressive one. It's got a huge rotating core, and I don't know if it's going to do it again. It already produced a big tornado. It looks like it's going to try to produce another very large tornado here momentarily here, somewhere between Raymond, Peoria, and Fairsburg, Ohio. Okay, so we need everybody in that area to please get to shelter and just hunker down, wait for it to pass, and hope for the best. And don't be out on the road. Don't go out on the back porch. None of that stuff. This is the real deal. Okay, this is the real deal. Over here in Bailey Lakes, the storm that was producing a mile-wide tornado near Shiloh earlier is now over you, but the rotating part of the storm has become less surface-based, and it's now no longer producing a tornado, it seems. There is still a tornado warning, though, and we want you to stay in your safe spot because that could change. It could come, okay? So that storm's no longer producing damage.
Very
the one down here, as far as we know, the one
this
past
one
West
looks
Mansfield
crazy.
is currently producing damage. The storm that went through Crawford and Findlay earlier is no longer producing damage, as far as we know. The tornado that's likely still down is the one over here near Greenville, and that tornado is near Woodington, moving towards Pikeville, Stelvideo, New Harrison, Bradford, Red River, and Circle Hill in western Ohio. Okay. Oh man, this one. That's not good.
I have no idea how this isn't on the ground.
Hold on. My goodness. Yeah, that's not a good sign. This is the storm that produced the tornado earlier, way back there between Russell's Point and Wapakoneta, right? It's been in a weird recycling phase since then.
Hey Ron, it's just letting you know we're calling in Chase here in Arkansas. We're in Route, Ohio.
Okay, all right. We're just moments away from seeing the next scan, but over the past couple of scans, we've seen nothing but an uptick in the winds, the circulating winds here associated with this storm. So this could be just about to drop another massive tornado here just to the north of Marysville. So I hope not. This one looks like it could be even bigger than the last one. So if you're in Magnetic Springs or Ostrander, this is something that you should be taking extremely
we're just watching this.
seriously. Don't let your guard down, and get to shelter now. Embrace. I think that this is going to be a pretty big storm coming through your area momentarily.
That's
Greenville,
not-
Versailles,
No debris on
Versailles,
it, though,
Bradford,
so.
Ohio. You guys need to be sheltered as well. I
Guys,
need to
can you
talk
stop
about the storm
arguing
back
about
here
this?
in Indiana. The rotation with this one is also looking fairly impressive. The storm as a whole looks impressive. It's got a well-defined hook. This is likely producing a tornado, or about to, and it's moving towards Newcastle, Van Nuys, and Hillsborough in Indiana. Okay, my goodness, way back here in
Let's
Illinois,
go on to
we've got
Plymouth.
another potentially tornadic storm south of Marshall, Illinois, moving into Indiana.
Okay, so
towards
I've heard
the
this one's
southern
kinda cycled too.
Terre Haute area, and Prairieton and Allendale. You guys need to be preparing for that potentially as it continues to move off to the east. This storm looks really impressive on radar, but the
Half much.
velocity really isn't there. But there is still a tornado warning for Noble and Olney in Illinois. You guys need to take shelter. Back down to Texas, we've got a tornado warning for Anna and Tom Bean, Texas. This is
Don't tell me.
definitely a spinning storm, potentially
Okay.
producing a tornado, but it's 100% producing large hail, and we want everybody in that area to know that that's also a possibility. It's not just the tornado thing. We're going to have a lot of hail damage tonight if people don't heed that warning. We've already got multiple reports of a couple of 3.5-inch hailstones back here towards Frisco and Flower Mound. We're going to see much more of that up towards the north and east as these storms continue to skedaddle.
I'm just gonna keep
The
watching
ninth
this one here,
tornado warning,
Columbus.
the last one here, is for Stringtown, Oklahoma, and this one's also got some big hail associated with it as well. Take shelter now if you are in that vicinity. Yeah, we've got thousands of people without power now in some of these counties that have been hit by the stronger storms in Ohio and
Guys,
Indiana.
just knock it off. Who cares if they're a girl? Grow up.
Dean Barry is getting awfully close to our storm.
It's about a
He's,
mile
heading
wide
north.
rotation, 2
He's
miles where
currently
it
in
comes.
Plain City,
I
Ohio.
am-
He's heading
I
north.
don't know. I don't
towards,
think
the
it'll drop.
storm that is,
If it
in
does,
my
it's
opinion,
it's like a.
probably about to plant another huge tornado here before too long, if it isn't already.
I don't know.
Remember, the only confirmed tornado warning we have right now is going to be for Drake, Miami, and Shelby County in Ohio. The rest of these, at least for the moment, are radar-indicated tornado
can
warnings, which means that we don't know for sure. This one, though, we are pretty sure there's a tornado down near Pikeville, Ohio, and it's moving towards Stelvideo, Gettysburg, Bradford, and Covington. You
The
wanna
rotation here is
take
just
shelter right
amazing.
now.
I mean, it's coming together here. It doesn't look like there's debris, so if it is a tornado, it's definitely weak. We definitely want to watch it and just keep checking this, because every frame it could be something different. Last was 737, so updated pretty recently.
Unfortunately, some of the pictures and stuff from Wapakoneta, Ohio, are looking pretty daggone significantly bad. This does look like something that the Y'all Squad will respond to. As you just heard, Chris Hall he's going to drive from Arkansas all the way up to Ohio. He'll help us out up there. Chandra, I'm sure, is already working on what we're planning on doing. So people are going to need stuff tomorrow and the next day, and we're going to try to be there for them. If you want to help us, the y'allsquad.org. That's the best way to go about it. It's an official 501c3 nonprofit organization. The y'allsquad.org. You can make a tax-deductible contribution to us over there on the y'allsquad.org. And every penny will go towards helping
Up to
people
10.
recover from disasters. We're going to bring truckloads of supplies if they need it. We're going to put people in hotels if they need.
I don't even
just
know.
depending on how
This is
many,
insane.
how much
I did
we
not
have in
expect
terms of funds. We're going to see what they need.
an
When
event
we
like
get
Tornado
more,
warning has been issued.
we have
an
the
event
better
like
off we'll be.
this.
And I'll work on getting a graphic on the screen that shows how much we've collected today,
We're just
to
waiting on an
add
update.
some motivation to the pool. But yeah, if you want to donate, if you want to do that, don't do it here. Do it on the y'allsquad.org. Okay.
Velocity's
really,
not there
really
here.
appreciate it.
Velocity's there near
Now
Terre
back
Hill.
to the present. Okay. We've got a massive storm still wrapping up here to the north of Columbus. I really don't like the way this looks. This is pretty unsettling the way the storm is wrapping up here as it descends on Columbus. This is looking like it's about to drop another massive tornado just to the north of Marysville, Ohio. If I lived in Ostrander, Scioto, any of these places in Ohio, I would be running, not walking to shelter. All of our tornado warnings are now radar indicated. Okay, so we don't have any more confirmed tornadoes. There's been a lull in activity for the last little bit. But that storm, specifically that storm north of
I don't know if
Columbus,
there's a whole activity. Still
really
10
trying
warnings.
to get back
Near
on the
Odin,
train.
this is a dangerous situation. We're looking at strong rotation.
Valenius the cat, thank you so much for the incredibly generous contribution. Thank you so much for that. And we'll make sure. We will make sure. Everybody say thank you to Valenius the cat. $500.
Yo,
contribution.
someone donated 500 on Ryan's stream.
We're getting a lot of information too from these places. I'm sure Chandra's going to
Let
fill
me
us
keep
in,
checking the tornado
for
damage.
too long, but it's just
It's
really
incredible.
sobering. Some of the stuff that we're hearing from Logan County specifically. Not enough buses or ambulances to transport the people that need to be transported. They're setting up triage. There's a pregnant female trapped. Trees are down.
Oh wow, we got look at this. We have horizontal vortices on this tornado.
Just lots of stuff that's really unfortunate.
That was this was a big one.
Okay, so my goodness. Okay, hi. Here we go again. This is another massive tornado coming together here near Stelvideo. In Ohio, moving towards Webster and Bradford. You guys can't let me look away from the screen for too long.
Oh.
Wow, dude.
This might drop.
So this is currently a radar indicated tornado warning. I expect that to be upgraded very soon. Bradford, Covington, you've likely got a large tornado about to head your way. Let's take shelter. Let's take cover immediately when you get into the most interior room of your home or underground, preferably. Bring a helmet. Bring something to protect your head. These are the kinds of storms that will cause significant damage to your house. I don't care how well built it is. There's a piece of plywood. There's a 2x4. There's something that could very well potentially hit you in the head. And, a helmet could be like all the difference between coming out fine.
So this is showing
coming out
very
not
strong
fine.
rotation here. This
Helmet.
is
If you
do
don't
the
have a helmet,
math, looks like
bring
we're
the
getting
mattress
decent
off the
yellow,
bed into the
63
bathroom. Bring
on
blankets, bring something to put
pretty
over
light
your head
green,
to protect
63,
yourself.
55. So
Until
probably
the
around
storm
120
passes.
right
It
now.
might
You have
sound
2 strength
ridiculous,
tornado
right?
if it touches down.
What if a tornado doesn't hit me? Then I've gotten a helmet and I've got in the bathroom for
60.
nothing. So what? Nobody cares. Like, just go. You're gonna wish you did if you don't now. Massive circulation coming back together here near Stelvideo, Ohio. Now it's moving towards Bradford and Covington. This is a life-threatening situation about to unfold here. Take shelter now. All these are still radar indicated. I'm
new
waiting to
tornado warning
see if
has
we're
been
going to get
issued.
another
This is getting strong.
confirmation. But I'm surprised we haven't yet. This is an incredible rotation here that we're seeing near Ferrisburg and Magnetic Springs. We'll see what happens with that as that storm continues to dive down towards Delaware and Dublin. There is a tornado warning for Delaware, Ohio. You guys should be taking shelter. Brand new tornado warning now for Hagerstown, Webster, and Richmond, Indiana, as this very convincing tornado signature moves towards Hagerstown. I would just about bet my bottom dollar there's a tornado there. If not yet, then very soon.
Oh, another warning. Observed. Right on still video, like we were saying. Does it have debris? It looks like it's going to start picking it up. That looks like it's going to start picking up debris.
New information. This tornado warning has been upgraded. A new tornado warning has been issued.
12. We're 12 tornado warnings still, guys. This is an outbreak. This is insane. We are 12 tornado warnings.
I'm sorry, give me just a second.
Holy. Holy, give me a. We might have something. This might be the most insane video yet. Oh my. Guys. Okay, first of all, let's check this scan. But. Okay, debris started in Horatio.
Okay. So we did just get a new tornado warning.
Oh, guys,
I
this
wanna
is not
go,
good.
Inspect that
This
for you.
is multiple vortice tornado.
That's going to be.
Something to
Oh my shit. Oh my god, look at that. That's doing major damage. It's definitely doing huge damage. Multiple vortexes.
That storm's also going in the general direction of Little Rock, so you guys need to be getting ready. There is a tornado warning for Mount Ida. You all need to be taking shelter right now. Still a tornado warning up here north of Dallas. White Mound, Cannon, Pilot Grove, White Right. Please take shelter immediately, okay? We are back to having a confirmed tornado warning back here in our storm. Yeah, the one near Stel Video.
This is shocking.
This is, the one that
this
we
is
talked about,
absolutely incredible. I know I've said it a lot, but this is under a
once
5%
again.
tornado
It
risk,
is,
and we have
officially
another.
on the ground, and it's coming right for Bradford and Covington. Let me dive into the
It
middle.
should split the
Meso
gap. Are
scale
there
here.
homes
This
on
is
this
an
road? Of
official
course
big
there are.
tornado on the ground.
Okay,
once
we
again.
have had just an incredible night, Kevin. Let's just not. This is not the time to be doing that. It's really not funny. This is gonna go through another population center. We've
Right
already had
now,
a mass
there
casualty
is a large
situation
tornado,
reported.
Potentially life-threatening tornado on to the north and west of Bradford.
We've already had a
okay?
mass casualty
That's
situation
somewhere
reported
around
because
the-
of
the-
trailer
what we
homes
know
getting
as
hit.
Stelvideo
They
or
said people
Hora-
are
or
trapped
Horatio.
and they need help.
It's near the Oakland Church of Brethren, all right, near the Horatio Harris Creek Road. It's moving to the east with a little bit of a southern component, right towards the area between Bloomer and Bradford, okay? So some of the places that could be impacted by this, oh my goodness, are of course, the Stillwater RV Park and Campground. If anybody knows anybody there, please let
It
them
was
know. If you
reported
know
as
the
mass
manager,
casualty event.
if you know the
Yes.
daggone somebody that owns an RV there, like figure out how to get. If there are people in RVs up here at the Stillwater RV Park and Campground, you're in just about the most dangerous place you could possibly be on Earth right now. We gotta figure out how to get those people into a safe spot. But we're minutes away from this, the rotating part of the storm being in that general vicinity. That specific campground is right in the bend of Highway 185 right here. Okay. Once it goes past that, we're going to see this go towards the Maple Ridge Reserve. We're going to talk about it going past the Stillwater Prairie Reserve. over towards Miami Memorial Park. Okay, so if you know Highway 185 to the north of Bradford, that's about where I think the storm's going to ride for the most part. But of course, you know, there can be sporadic movements. It could dip to the south, it could dip to the north. Everybody in the whole polygon should be taking shelter, including all of the residents of
This
Bradford,
shouldn't have been high risk. This
Clayton,
isn't producing
Covington,
quite enough to be high
Abe,
risk.
and Polo, and Bloomer in Ohio.
Looks like it's gone.
Yeah, there's your debris.
Oh.
It's already starting to pick up debris. You can see it here on the radar. Oh my gosh! Look at Dean's view of this. This is the storm. What we're looking at here through
Another warning.
Dean Barry's
Oh,
live
these
feed
are embedded.
is the storm that's currently to the north of Columbus, Ohio.
I don't see anything there. We are going.
And that storm is crazy on radar. It's absolutely nuts. It's surprising
new
to me that it's
tornado
not
warning has
producing
been
a tornado right now, but it's very close to it. It could at any moment. But it's so powerful. We've got almost non-stop lightning here near Ostrander, Ohio. So yeah, Dean is right up on the thing.
So it
He's
looks like
honestly-
most of the debris
he's
is
too
gone.
close.
Oh nope, not
Oh, my
anymore.
goodness.
Back in Bradford.
Oh boy. This is a live look at the tornado warned storm that's coming through Ostrander, Ohio right now from Dean Barry's point of view here. Holy smokes, man. Be careful. He's specifically in the part of the storm that would be considered the rear flank downdraft. Okay, so if there's a tornado, it's a little bit north of him. And my goodness, I would just about bet my bottom dollar there is. I mean, that's a strong rear flank downdraft. The inflow is a little bit to the north. The tornado, in my opinion, would be closer to Brindle Corner or Warrensburg. So we'll see what happens there.
Okay, we got to watch this one through Bradford. Again, this is heading for a trailer park. It is back the debris. Thankfully, it's not
Yeah,
going
we've
through
got hail now,
Bradford.
too. You can see it bouncing off of the
Another
roof
tornado warning.
or off his
13.
hood. So this very dangerous storm is going to continue to spin about, produce large hail, damaging winds, and a potential tornado as it approaches Delaware, Ohio. Please get to shelter if you're in Delaware, Ohio, or anywhere near it.
Debris is even heavier now.
Yeah, he's going to lose service.
A new tornado
Okay, we
warning
got a new
has been
confirmed
issued.
tornado warning, and that's going to be associated with our storm that we've been watching, the one that just went through still video. Now it's going through Bradford and Clayton. This is now expected to continue as it goes towards Piqua, Ohio. It's your turn to take shelter now. Oh, goodness, look at this, y'all. I didn't even notice this. This has picked up a significant amount of debris. I want you to watch, okay? Here's where the
look at the
tornado
hook.
was, 30, 40 minutes ago. All right? Now watch what happens here.
Yeah,
new
I
tornado
agree. You
warning
got
has
all
been
of these
issued.
have been definitely in
I'm
the
gonna push it
Ohio
forward
region.
a little bit.
We still do
The
have
tornado
tornado
debris
warning
is down
storms down
here,
here.
but what
in
do you see
I mean
happening
one,
up here?
but it's mainly all
see
up
this?
here. The bad stuff is
You
happening
see
up
all
here.
this? That's debris. It's connected. This tornado has sucked up debris, sent it tens of thousands of feet into the air, and now it fills a space in the sky of several tens of miles away, all the way over there. It could be raining debris from western Ohio and central Ohio here before too long. This is all pieces of trees, maybe homes. This is just debris floating in the sky here.
Where's
That's
the
been
Bradford
sucked up
one?
by the tornado.
Have I lost it?
That is something that we don't see unless it's strong. We saw it with the Mayfield, Kentucky tornado.
Oh God.
We saw it with the Rolling Fork, Mississippi tornado. We've saw it with, you know, only some of the most significant tornadoes that we've tracked in the past. So that's
not good.
That's not a good sign, y'all. Our hope would be that most of that debris was picked up in a mostly rural area. Most of that's trees. But of course we can't depend on that hope.
Hold up, I got another picture for you guys of damage. Got another picture of damage. This has just been changed, I think, so you see it better. These homes are gone. This could very well be an EF4. This could very well have been an EF4, guys.
Okay, so Piqua, Ohio, you need to be in your safe spot, okay? Also, another place that needs to be getting to their safe spot is Hagerstown and Richmond, Indiana. That looks like a pretty significant situation about to unfold there. And my goodness, I'm still just blown away by how incredible this storm looks. The one just north of Columbus, the one that's moving towards Delaware, is one of the most intense looking storms I've seen in Ohio, ever.
We might have an EF4.
It doesn't look like it's currently producing a tornado, but it's I mean, it's so close.
The one
it's almost too powerful of a storm to produce a tornado. That's what it seems.
We're talking about this one over here.
But it's on the verge. Please take shelter if you're in Delaware, Ohio.
Yeah, I'm
Anyone
just saying.
in Miami County, Shelby County, or Drake County in Ohio needs to be in their safe spot. You're under a confirmed tornado warning. Oh boy. Here's some photos from Indian Lake. Yep. That reminds me of, you know, some significant tornadoes that we've covered in the past.
Oh, wow. Piqua.
These were some very, very strong tornadoes, guys.
Hope to God this thing lifts. This city has 70,000 people. Hope to God it lifts.
And yeah, it's not over yet. We've still got a lot to go here. I'm just trying to take a moment to take in some of the damage, just to try to assess like how serious, what's going on out there. Obviously, things are still very preliminary right now. All we've got is a bunch of nighttime damage photos and reports. I'm sure Chandler will come through if we've got any sort of major breakthrough in what we know. Here's another vantage point of the tornado that we saw earlier. Somebody sent a video of it to me. This is from Chad Steinke. I think that's the name. It's new video of the the tornado that went through the Wapakoneta in Ohio. This is a even closer view of that. So this was before they got big. There was 30 minutes from this moment when we started hearing about the half-mile wide ones and stuff like that. So even
it looks
this
like
right here, this one produced a lot of damage.
It looks like the debris is going down
so
somewhat.
Obviously, the damage is going to be more intense.
This
farther,
is still incredible.
Go
I
into
mean,
the future past this
is there a
specific
PDS on
tornado,
this, or
because we
it
saw
should be.
that they got larger.
Nope. Oh, is this one that just got it?
And guys, just from my one mention earlier, we've already together raised $11,000, almost $12,000 on the y'allsquad.org. We're going to
should go north of the main city, but
to some of these towns
still
and
homes
try
up
to
here.
help them out over the next couple of days.
The debris has
New
gone
tornado
down.
watch has been issued.
Sometimes waiting on insurance,
How many
sometimes waiting
tornado
on the
watches do we
big
got here?
FEMA or whatever to show up is a lot right after you've lost everything in a tornado. We've got storm
From
chasers.
Tex-
We've got people like Chandra who can get there really quickly and help people out in a lot of different ways. So far we've got $12,000. Obviously, we've got funds, outside of that too that's going to help us. So if you want to help us do a lot, if you want to help us, get out there and do something crazy that's really helpful for people in the aftermath of this storm, go to the y'allsquad.org and make a tax deductible contribution to our nonprofit organization. And of course, we'll make a video about it, and you'll see what happened with that and all that good stuff. So it's unfortunate that we have to do that again, but I'm very grateful that we have you all allowing us to do that. I know for certain that we're going to go to Logan County. I don't know where else we're going to be needed.
A new tornado
as
warning
these storms
has
are
been issued.
continuing to cause significant problems as they go farther to the south and east. And I'm sure the mods, if somebody will put a link to the y'allsquad.org in the chat and in the description. As these storms continue to go to the east and to the south, they're continuing to cause a lot of problems, mainly the ones in Ohio. Okay, the ones farther south have yet to really get going. So, don't get me wrong, we've got a lot of tornado warnings, we've got storms starting up, but the ones in Ohio are mature, and they're causing significant problems even still up to this minute. So we're going to continue to watch that. My goodness, there's another picture of the debris floating through the air. I'm not even kidding. If you are in West Liberty or Urbana in Ohio, pieces of debris are about to fall from the sky from the tornado, almost 100 miles to your west. When we went to Rolling Fork, we saw large pieces of sheet metal up to 40 to 50 miles away from where the tornado actually happened. So, it sounds ridiculous, but be careful if you go outside. Like there's pieces of a neighborhood or a forest outside to fall under with this incoming thunderstorm. It's not a joke.
That's good. The debris is spreading out before it gets to the city.
It's probably not sheet metal at this point. We're pretty far down the line, but small pieces of debris can still be dangerous if blown around by wind.
Yeah, it's about gone.
Right now, we've got our newest or our latest circulation going through Delaware, Ohio. We've been screaming, hooting, and hollering Delaware, Ohio
Hot
for
Springs Village.
the
Oh
last
man, we gotta
hour
watch this.
or 2 hours. So hopefully everybody in that town is very much aware of the fact that they need to be in their safe spot. We don't have a confirmation as to whether or not there's a tornado down there, but it looks like there definitely could be. Okay. The storm up to the north is both of the more northern storms here in Ohio are dying out quickly. That's a very good sign. That's very good news.
You see right there. It's just growing. So one is just gonna hand it off to the other. What I've heard the
all
south
the way back here to the south and west in Little Rock. Guys, we're experiencing a 7-state tornado outbreak right now. This is nuts. All the way back here towards Little Rock, specifically close to Hot Springs Village, we've got another storm that looks to me like it's almost certainly producing a tornado right now, right here near Mountain Alley. If you are in Mountain Alley or Hot Springs Village, you've got to take shelter. Also, Blotcher.
This is going to go into heavy population centers,
pretty
guys.
much those areas in Arkansas. Take shelter now. That looks like a big nasty tornado coming together.
Do you see
right
this?
now in
This
Arkansas.
is going to go right through Hot Springs.
Another one trying
look
to
at
come
the
together
roads.
back here towards Odin.
This is a population center.
The
There are a
unfortunate
lot
thing
of
about
people
the Hot
here.
Springs storm is, if that's allowed to survive for a significant period of time, that's going to go right up towards Little Rock. So we're going to be watching that one closely. The tornado warning back here towards Dallas has been allowed to expire. We still have a severe thunderstorm warning for places like Tom Bean. Y'all need to be paying attention to that, okay?
Hot Springs Village just as bad. Let's just watch this as it goes here. It's gonna go through. It's gonna take Barcelona Road, then Fresno Road, and it's just gonna ride it through the south, more maybe into the center side of the city, and then head into Little Rock.
Taichu, thank you so incredibly much.
Not a good place.
Really
this might be the worst place we've had a tornado.
Taichu as well.
Hot Springs Village. Let me look up the population of this
people
town.
Like Taichu, we couldn't do any of the stuff that we do. Over on the y'allsquad.org, we are up to $19,000 raised in just, what, 30 minutes? That goes a long way. Thank you guys so much for that. Once again, it's a non-profit organization we created just for moments like this. We've done a lot with it in the past, and we plan on just always doing more with it.
Oh, yeah.
So the tornado warning that's approaching Little Rock is concerning, okay? But we've got to revisit our storms in Ohio.
So this is getting deeper, it's getting darker. Now we have dark blue over Barcelona Road. The tornado is over Barcelona Road. It is going to head into Hot Springs Village.
Not sure if we got
These houses are pretty spaced apart. It's still bad.
You know,
this is still a very, very bad situation.
It's probably about to happen. As it approaches Berkshire
I
and
mean, we got
Sunbury
two to really watch. I got to be going back and forth
so
here.
Take shelter if you're
the
in
one
those
near
areas.
Piqua is gone. The one near Piqua is gone, actually. We can stop focusing on that one. We should just go down to Little Rock and get on this one and ride out until it's done.
Yeah, what's up?
It's not good. It is.
Just giving you an update. We're almost to Conway, Arkansas. Going to drop south on I-40 and get out ahead of this tornado-warned storm going towards Little Rock. We've been playing in the trees, but we're kind of finally getting out here to the interstate. So
we have
all right.
damage.
So we've got professional storm chaser.
I don't know if I've seen. I don't know how much I've seen top
back
this.
on our roster here, giving us a look at the.
I don't think I've covered it.
Approaching
This is the worst tornado outbreak I have covered.
So
and that's saying
Kendra,
something.
It
is now heading into Hot Springs Village. The velocity is picking up. The debris is just becoming more debris in the air.
In place of somebody else who's
guys, this is very bad.
Joel, I don't know, somebody who's taking a break. Maybe Freddie. Let's get Jordan Hall back up there so we can see this storm as it approaches Little Rock, Arkansas. Unfortunately, that looks like a debris signature to me. So it's official. We have a tornado down near Hot Springs Village in Arkansas. We need to take shelter now.
Hey Ryan, it's Chris. We're watching that storm back in Little Rock. I know I said we were on our way to Ohio, but we're going to watch that storm in Little Rock. It looks like there may be a CC drop on it south of Hot Springs, so definitely need to watch this as it moves east towards a very populated city.
Thank you very much, Chris.
Is now marked as observed.
New information.
Okay,
this
so they
tornado
have,
warning has been upgraded.
That tornado now in Arkansas. That is a confirmed tornado warning for the storm going through Hot Springs Village right now. The next in line here, honestly, it's pretty rural.
Getting worse.
It's a pretty
I don't know
rural
if it's necessarily
area,
getting worse.
Here to the north
but
and east of Hot Springs Village, but
this
we've
is
got
the debris getting. It's going to get worse as it goes into here. Again, we currently have 9 tornado warnings in effect. We've had over 100. We've had over 60, I believe,
that storm is
tonight.
Crashing
so there might have been
the big storm there.
40 or 20, 30 tornadoes here. There has been a ton of tornadoes tonight, guys. This has been a large outbreak.
Okay, but we could see a constructive cell merger and the tornado just gets bigger. So
it's now an
if
observed
we're in Little
tornado.
Rock
We are just going to keep it
to the
on
west
here.
of Little Rock, we need to be watching this one very, very closely. Okay.
I'm just going to full screen. Nah, we don't need to full screen that. Velocity is getting impressive here. It's really picking up.
Hey Ryan, it's Chris. One more time, just retweeted tornado damage already from this tornado in Arkansas. Already doing damage.
Okay.
I'm gonna switch it back. I like keeping one color. I can't stand switching it.
All right, so this storm in Arkansas is already doing damage.
Yeah.
And we can see that through radar. You can see the debris signature right there. The little blue dot
good.
indicates that there's
Not
stuff in
good.
the air that doesn't correlate with the things around it. Shingles, tree limbs, whatever it is, all that stuff's floating around in the air. And it's right on
this
top
PDS
of a
or-
rotation signature. So that tells me
Debris
there's
is
definitely a tornado
growing.
down here. And it's moving up to the north and east. Let's just hope it doesn't last too long. Once you get Jordan Hall back up, Chandra, put him in the number 2 spot. Let's
What?
go back up here to Ohio and check on those guys.
I'm not going to do
tornado
that.
warnings here. The most impressive signature on radar by far is still the one north of Columbus, Berkshire, Sunbury. You guys need to take shelter now. It's not we don't think that there's a tornado down, but the storm is spinning so rapidly. It's going to happen at some point. So just go ahead and take shelter. Rossville and Piqua, the rotating part of your storm is currently overhead. Hopefully the tornado has lifted. It could come back down though as it goes towards Fletcher. So you guys need to be in your safe spot as well. So that's, thankfully, it seems as if, for the most part, there are no tornadoes on the ground at this very moment in Ohio. That could change
In Ohio.
very fast, but at this moment, there's no tornadoes down in Ohio. There is one down though in Hot Springs, Arkansas, over here towards Little Rock. So I'm going to briefly kind of move my focus over there. Koala
Taco
says, I've
Bell-
only been in one tornado
They said
and I
Taco
wasn't
Bell's
prepared. The
flattened
calm
in
demeanor and
Winchester,
urgency
and the
has
debris has gotten
since
worse.
made sure my safe space is prepared, and me and my pets are safe. I cannot thank you all enough for my peace. Koala, thank you so much. I'm glad we could help. Kay Thomas, thank you. Milleranda, thank you.
And Taco Bell was flattened.
Yeah, this is definitely doing some big damage in and around the Hot Springs, Arkansas area. Unfortunately,
Building
it's hit
flattened.
like
Building
the
flattened
hilly,
in Hot Springs already.
Residential zone here. But
That looks like it's
fortunately,
that.
now it's
This
just going to be
looks-
going through a very rural area up until it gets to Perrin, and we can just hope that it just lets up before it gets to past that. But we don't know for sure that that's going to happen. Right now, there's a tornado right in this area. And, if you zoom in on your Radar Omega app at home, you can do the same thing. These are
Yeah.
houses. This is, what is this, Astura's Way, 29, 27. These are houses right here. All of these are this is a residential area. And that's right exactly where the tornado is. And it's moving towards this way, more residential zones. Just a really unfortunate situation here. All we can do at this point is say, please, get in shelter. I'm gonna go back up to Ohio because I feel like you can't leave those storms alone too long.
You can't, but there's
Every frame is
there's still we're watching this Hot Springs one
a
here.
new surprise.
This is
Yeah,
the
there you
crazy
go.
thing. It is just it keeps going.
I mean, are you kidding me?
Just watching this. We're waiting. All we can do is wait. That's all you can do.
It looks like things have wrapped back up here significantly just to the west of Sunbury, Ohio. Hopefully everybody in Sunbury, Ohio is in their safe spot right now.
Fairfield. Trees down. Thousands of power outages.
Sorry, I'm trying to read something very small on my screen. It looks to me like this is back on the ground. We haven't gotten anything confirming that yet. But I mean, goodness, that is one heck of a signature there for Sunbury, Ohio.
Sunbury.
Downstream from that, it's going to be Johnstown and Hartford.
Okay, let's just keep watching these guys.
The Hot Springs Village tornado is still down. It's still doing damage as well. It's moving up towards Blocher now. Please take shelter. The supercell looks to be handling the merger well, unfortunately. So that means that more than likely this will survive as it moves on up towards Little Rock. So get ready for that in the greater Little Rock area, especially just to the west of Little Rock.
Can't tell there. Jesus. Give it a break. Wow, this has just been...
Look at that, guys. Holy smokes. I'm hearing that a lot of older people live in that Hot Springs Village area, which is not good.
Not good at all.
There's definitely been damage in that vicinity
It's still
already.
doing damage.
Lots of information pouring in. It's unbelievable how much information. This is honestly one of the most active nights of weather coverage we've had, especially for this part of the world, up here in Ohio and Indiana. According to some of the scanner reports, anyone with medical experience is needed to assist
tornado
in
warning
victim
has been
triage
issued.
in Logan County, Ohio. It's going to be located at the Indian Lake State Park.
God, we got bad damage here. We're gonna have to really wait until daylight to get kind of a perception. Do you guys want me to post the stuff from the stuff that we see?
Yeah, I mean, if this isn't producing a tornado right now, it's certainly producing an incredibly
The stuff that we
incredible,
see. Do
display
you want me to
of,
post it in the
winds,
morning?
In the Sunbury area. I'd take shelter in the Center Village
Debris
and
seems to be letting
Johnstown
off though.
area as soon as you possibly
It definitely
can.
went through here. It went through this. It went through this area.
I'm just trying to soak in some of the information that's coming in about the damage, and then I'm going to get immediately back. Oh, smokes. This is from Kate, and that's some of the damage from Indian Lake, Ohio.
Yeah, I bet that's what we've been seeing.
we're going to get back. I'm going to go back through all the different radar views here in just a second. I'm just looking through all this stuff. Things also seem to be pretty bad over there towards west. What was that place? Winchester as well.
Yeah, this Lakeview, and by West Winchester and Indian Lake might.
I think we've got something from Chandra. Chandra, you got something for me?
Yeah, we have so much going on in Logan County still. It seems to be that civilians or like people in the area are actually taking their own trucks and vehicles and transporting people to process point to where they can get screened and looked at and for immediate help and attention.
Oh wow.
So with that being said, there's still so much damage going on.
Oh yeah, debris kind of picking back up here,
we're
guys.
Trying to keep up, but there's just so much, and this is an area that we're really looking into to potentially try to help. It just seems like such devastation, and the big thing that seems to be going on is a lot of power lines down, fires, of course people hurt, and also there's power lines down in water, so that seems to cause a lot of chaos in the area too, and not enough emergency responders. So just want to give you an update on that.
Oh, another trailer.
Thank you so much, Chandra. Thank you so much. Yeah, so the news coming out of Ohio is not good. It's continuing to prove to be not good, and we're going to continue to relay that to you as we learn it, just so we know what's going on. We're down to 5 tornado warnings. The most significant rotation that I'm seeing outside of that Arkansas storm is still going to be over here in Ohio. I would be on high alert all the way down towards Johnstown, Newark, Ohio, Hanover, Ohio. This is going to be a long night of severe weather. Just go ahead and get ready for it right now. I'm going to close out of that. The
Hot
storm
Springs
down here
got hit.
near Hot Springs.
I think the
is
worst
still,
we've seen is
yeah,
way up
that's
here
still a
though.
tornado. It's still down.
In Ohio,
it looks to
by
me,
Indian Lake.
unfortunately, like the cell merger was
I have
no
no idea where it
problemo,
is.
and it's going to continue to
But
try to
that
cause
was bad.
problems as we go forward. So this could try to continue to produce a tornado all the way up towards Little Rock. So we're going to track it as it goes in that direction. Those are the only tornado warnings we have right now. Okay, so we're gonna try to focus on giving you updates on those, and then also news because that's going to be the biggest new influx of information over the next little bit. There's lots of people in the chat right now saying, please talk about this area. Please talk about this area. I can't talk about every area, every town. What I can do is assure you that if I'm not talking about your town right now, it's probably a good sign. It's probably a sign that there's not much to be worried about. Now, don't get me wrong. I do want to be very clear that there's severe weather that's happening tonight that I am not being able to talk about. All right.
You missed
there's
a
lot
lot.
of severe thunderstorm
We had a
warnings
big
right now in
tornado just
southern
go through.
Illinois and
It's still, I mean,
Indiana,
it's still
over in
kind
the
of
western
finishing
Ohio,
up. I think it's
even
kind of
in
dying off
northeastern,
here. It went through
Arkansas,
Hot Springs
back here
Village,
towards
and it did big
Tennessee,
damage.
back
We have
in Oklahoma
houses
as well.
slabbed.
But
Our
those are
building
not
businesses
life-threatening
slabbed
storms.
to the
okay? Those are
foundation. If I can pull
severe
the picture up, I'll
thunderstorms.
show you it
They're
again.
dangerous. Don't get me wrong. But tonight we've got mile-wide, monster tornadoes that we have to kind of focus on as well.
Here.
So I'm going to try to cover everybody. I'm going to try to go over everything.
Gone.
But just know that if I'm not hooting and hollering your town name over and over again and mispronouncing it,
Taco Bell was
that's
apparently
probably
gone,
a good
destroyed.
Thing, all right? That probably means that you don't have much to worry about. Just keep an eye on those warnings and watches as they come out, and I will eventually get to you. I promise. We've got 2,000 people without power in Delaware County, 1,000 in Union, 5,000 in Logan County.
Trying to find.
And by the way, we're up to $31,000 raised, y'all. Thank you so much for
That's amazing.
helping us. The All Squad's going to get out there as soon as as soon as we can, and we're going to do everything we can. Some of the top donors, we got Joseph Gant with 2,000. Billy with the 1,500. Thank you guys so much for the support. I really do appreciate it, and so will everyone else. This helps down the road.
It's hard to know. We don't know that yet. Curious. We'll find out later for sure, but it's definitely big damage. This is.
Thanks for giving us the opportunity to be here, not only before the storms hit, but during them and after them as well. It's a very important to us and what we're doing.
Oh wow, yep, that's definitely probably gonna produce. See, oh yeah. Oh, okay, breaking news.
A new tornado warning has been issued.
Radar indicated. New tornado warning for Urbana, Ohio. Let me see what that looks like here. Yeah, so that was a pretty
okay. I hate to have to report this.
To the west of
3
Piqua
people have been confirmed dead in Winchester from that tornado we covered.
And Bradford. It's recycled,
3
and now it is kind of coming back together here as it goes towards Westville and Urbana. So
law enforcement expects many
St.
more
Paris,
to
Ohio,
follow.
Westville, and Urbana, and everywhere in between needs to be taking shelter. There's a tornado warning. That storm looks
We just
healthy.
have to keep going. I can't change it. Rest in peace. I mean, we saw that tornado. We saw it come through Winchester and do massive damage.
Hey Ron, it's Chris. We're coming back into the Little Rock Metro. Looks like the storm has went on a merging phase. It has a new hook handoff. At least that's what it looks like to me. Worst case scenario on that hook handoff, though, that brings it even closer to the Little Rock Metro. So we're watching it very closely.
Yeah, I see what he's talking about right here.
Yeah, we definitely want to watch this. This might drop
some.
something.
Now we've got a new hook breaking down like this, so this would, that would actually put it closer to the Little Rock Metro if it continues in that direction.
Okay, we're back up. We're getting back up there in warnings.
But yeah, that's what we're dealing with now. New tornado warnings likely going to come out here soon for.
Not quite the
Perrin
worst
and
case
Bland
scenario, but we've had over
Arkansas
60 tornado warnings tonight from a 5% risk. I mean, this is just incredible.
I gotta say, I'm not going to be able to get to everybody, but I need to thank as many people as possible for some of these contributions. Scott Ollier, thank you so much for the very generous super chat. Stephen, thank you for that. Stephen Meyer, huge shout out to Koala. You guys are all awesome. Thank you.
Might turn to the south.
Indiana State Police has confirmed that a trailer park was hit by a tornado in Winchester. So we know that much, but we don't know the extent of what happened there.
Well. We are going to watch this head towards Little Rock. Again, very populated area.
Yeah, I'm hoping that things calm down here over the next little bit. It's currently 9:26 on the East Coast.
here.
And,
Another warning.
We've been streaming now for 7.5 hours. And honestly, the first 5 hours wasn't very eventful. I mean, just to be honest, the first hour was with the tornado in Kentucky. The middle chunk, we were just kind of waiting, and then all heck broke loose here in Ohio not too long ago.
A new tornado warning has been issued.
Got a new tornado warning. There it is, the one that we were just talking about. It does include Perrin and Bland. Look at that.
Another tornado warning. Jeez.
Look at that. So that new hook is going to try to produce a new tornado down here in Arkansas. And it's going to go up towards the general western Little Rock area. Perrin and Bland are the two places that we're looking at. Bobby13, thank you so much. Thank you guys so much for all the support. Every single one of you. We're up to $33,000 raised. The y'allsquad.org is the best place to contribute to
We're
that.
just gonna watch this head into the.
Once again,
It shouldn't be
there's
out
a
of the
link
city
in
for a
the
bit,
chat going out
but
right
then
now,
we're gonna
and,
get. It
yeah.
looks like they think it's heading north.
We're currently devising plans as to
But-
what we're going to do with that and how we're going to put it to use.
But it could go into bad spots. It's just so hard to know sometimes with these. St. Paris, you gotta watch. You gotta watch out St. Paris, man. Okay, we're just getting new warnings here as it's posting some stuff.
Yeah, we're not done. There's still more to come here with these storms. I'm honestly just preparing for the next round, soaking in some information, and trying not to completely throw out my voice before we get to the next big push. If there is one, I think it's going to be probably down here in the Little Rock area. Hopefully we're done in Ohio.
We're down to
But
3.
it's not. I mean, we currently still have tornado warnings up there, so it's not for sure.
I wouldn't be surprised if they put anything on this bad situation.
Oops. Didn't mean to do that. Sorry.
Sorry, we're not saying a lot right now. I'm really in shock. I mean, this produced so many tornadoes, and we covered them, basically all of the strong ones, as they went through near Bellefontaine, down by Sydney, Greenville, Piqua. All of these towns had tornadoes kind of associated with them, and we had to cover it. This was and it's not over. I mean, it's not over, but it's definitely going down.
So I
But
don't have to
it is horrible
holler
damage.
about it and all that stuff. Because that's precious time that could be spent just analyzing the radar. But hopefully this is descriptive enough to get the point across here.
Oh, my mouse just stopped working. Cool. We're just gonna watch these two head into areas that are not good. Not good at all. No debris.
now tuning in, I've been streaming for about 8 hours. Just giving my voice a little bit of a break here before we go for the next however many hours are left.
Yeah, I've got it.
And then also making sure that everybody knows about our relief effort thing in a simple way that I don't have to deal with. It's just automatically going to update.
Jeez.
Boom. Okay, I should just be able to refresh.
I think we're probably gonna get a
okay.
tornado warning on
Look
this
at
on this one soon.
I mean,
This
there
is
you go.
these two are this one looks more concerning every minute. This one, there's a lot of gray in between, and that just means that the winds are slowing down in between the rotations, which really could mean a lot of things. That could mean that this ain't even a
thank you guys
rotation.
for that. I'm just going to keep that up in the corner.
But
Okay,
you never
if
know.
you're just now tuning in, we are continuing to track a severe weather outbreak across the 7 or 8 different states.
What's
We
on
just
the
had
mesoscale discussion?
a significant tornado outbreak in parts of Indiana and Ohio. We're still assessing the extent of the damage, but it seems bad. It seems like it's pretty bad, and we are going to keep you updated on that. But we're also going to keep you updated on the actual storms, okay? And that's what we're doing right now. We've got a tornado warning right now for areas just to the west of Little Rock. That storm did produce a tornado back there towards Hot Springs. Currently, at this very moment, it doesn't look like it's still producing a tornado, but it's probably about to produce another one here. So we're watching it extremely closely, okay? We're watching it extremely closely.
Wow, big rotation. They expect strong. National Weather Service says expect violent tornadoes.
The tornado warnings up here in Ohio, there's a couple
When they
still
get
going
over
on,
here.
so let's talk about those real quick.
I just
They're
saw
both radar indicated, so we don't have any confirmation of a tornado being down. Our big nasty storm that just went through Delaware, Ohio, it's starting to fall apart, thankfully. But there's still so much rotation right here, getting ready to cross into Patton's Corners, okay? So if I'm in Patton's Corners or Utica, Ohio, I am taking shelter. I'm not disregarding that storm.
Oh, for sure.
And same thing over here for Urbana, Ohio. There's a lot of rotation with that one, but these storms
Strong
are
tornado
a lot less potent
will
than
be
what the ones were
expected,
earlier that we were
which is
dealing with.
not
Okay?
commonly wording.
So
not
that's
common
what
wording.
we are looking at right now are some major storms in Ohio, but no tornadoes on the ground at the moment. We are down to 3 warnings. We were up to, 13, 14? We're down to 3. Things are calming down. I don't know if it's a lull. I don't know if things are going to start ramping back up. But I'm using this downtime to try to just prepare for that if in case it does ramp back up.
Hold up 1 second. Let me just restart this.
Okay, so it looks like we have an official report from Fox 59.
Oh, let's hear it.
Fox 59. So far, it seems like at least 3 people have been killed after the tornado in Randolph County, Indiana. So according to Fox 59,
Not good. Rotation may start up right there.
So far, the death toll is at 3, and that's in Indiana. I haven't heard anything about.
I believe I thought it was Ohio.
Ohio
You
yet.
get a lot of false information, so it's really hard to know.
And I believe that's from the. I believe that's from the trailer park incident that we heard about. So we do have a new That's not new. We have some updates from the Storm Prediction Center. I'm going to get to in just a moment. Nothing for Ohio yet. Yeah, we haven't heard anything about Ohio. It does seem like some of the more extensive damage, at least that we've heard about, has come from Ohio. So let's hope that that trend doesn't continue there. Still a lot of rotation on our storm approaching Little Rock. It's not producing a tornado right now, though, thankfully. Hot Springs did take some damage. We're starting to hear more about that.
Yep. So they believe this is on the ground.
Lots of structural
It's hard to
damage
tell. There's so
reports coming
much.
in from Lakeview, Ohio. The Wapakoneta tornado also seems to be one of the more extensive as far as damage goes. Lots of damage there. Lots of homes seemingly heavily damaged from that. See lots of insulation in the trees.
Man. So this, I don't know how populated this is. Plenty populated. Not good. Should go north of downtown Little Rock. Near Pinnacle, Hickory Hills. I believe this will touch down. I'm pretty sure this is about to right here. These are meeting. There's no more gray here.
Is Chandra in there? If she is, Chandra, can you update Dean's location?
A new tornado warning
Got a new
has been issued.
tornado warning in Indiana. Let's go see what's up with that. That's actually in our line here that we haven't been talking about. So this is good.
Yeah,
It's
that's
bringing our
definitely wrapping
attention
up.
to another line of storms here in Indiana.
It's not even in
let's
the
see
warning
here.
quite yet, but yeah, it's definitely hitting it here, and it's definitely
I see
wrapping.
what they're doing. I think my radar might be a little bit behind. Let's see if we can move over this way.
I don't believe they are.
So yeah, that is definitely something that we've got to be concerned about. Is the lines of storms that form tonight? They're all going to have the ability to kind of really quickly throw out a kink in the line that could potentially produce a tornado. That's exactly what's happening here. That's a huge punch out just to the south and east of Lancaster. I don't know why the tornado warning starts way back here. This should definitely include Allendale and Patton as well. If it doesn't, Allendale, Patton, take shelter now. You've got a developing tornado coming towards you right now. You've got minutes. You've got minutes to prepare.
Oh man.
Yeah, they missed. They missed the tornado warning. Like they put it in the wrong spot. It should be back here.
Velocity. It looks the same, really. I don't think anything's there.
I mean, I think that's okay. If you guys hear about 120 seconds
Now they fixed
worth
it.
of annoying popping, Chandra's making popcorn. We've been here for a long time, and that's the only snack we keep on. That's the only
That's
snack we
bowing up
keep.
really big there. That is.
Okay, there we go. Yeah, of course. This.
A new tornado warning has been issued.
Whatever that was, whatever caused that, is bad. It's wrong. That the National Weather Service, great, love it, glad we got them. But
A new
that,
tornado
whatever that was,
warning
that
has been
sucks,
issued.
and you got to fix that. All right. Okay, so we do have a new tornado warning now in the Ohio. That's going to be another radar indicated tornado warning for Licking County, Ohio, and that's going to be for the storm that's impacting Urbana now.
New information.
Back in
This
Indiana,
tornado warning
we've got
has
a
been upgraded.
confirmed tornado warning.
Oh.
My goodness.
That came quick.
And that's going to be for
Oh,
this
wow.
area of circulation that we were just watching. Now I want you to look. Dude. So we have a tornado. I want everybody to understand that in Adams Corner, Allendale, Little Rock, that's the one in Indiana. We've got a tornado on the ground coming towards you. Okay. But why do we have this tornado warning here? It's observed. This one's radar indicated. This one was issued 5 minutes after this one. Not cool. Not cool. But get to shelter if you're in the path of this thing in Adams Corner, Allendale, Little Rock, Sisson, Decker, Iona, Ridgeville, or Monroe City in Indiana. There is a tornado down officially, and it's producing damage.
Just watching this. This is a confirmed tornado.
Wow. John
Yeah, so this is official.
is sharing some pictures with us from his, I'm assuming his area of Wapakoneta. Wapakoneta. Sorry. I've said that like a million times today. I'm still screwing it up. Unfortunately,
it's
we've got some
bold.
significant damage to a house and lots of damage on the side of the road here. But some incredible shots of the tornado.
It's
as it was
bowling, and
happening.
it seemed like it just killed itself off.
And Ding is in Sunbury, Ohio, and he's come across some damage there in front of him.
Let's go back to Little Rock. Wow, what in the world? These are doing some very weird.
Channel 3 now is saying pretty much some of the same stuff that
Quite the
Chandler was
hug,
saying not too long ago from Logan County, Ohio. This is a mass casualty event. Multiple
God.
building collapses with people trapped in Russell's Point after a tornado, gas leaks, accidents, fires, and power lines down all around Indian Lake. Triage collection area has been set up. So we're going to keep in touch with Dean there as he's assessing some of the damage in Ohio. And we're also going to continue to monitor this storm as it looks like it's continuing to produce a tornado as it moves towards Adams Corner, Illinois.
A lot of these seem like they've gotten a lot
and
weaker.
towards Little Rock, Indiana. It's right on the border there. I do want to go back and check on our storm in Arkansas as well. Because it looks like the rotation is separating a bit, so that's a good sign. Hopefully we don't see any more convergence there. Still got a lot of rotation with our storm south and east of Urbana and moving towards Mechanicsburg in Ohio. So
Hey Ryan, it's Jordan.
pay very close attention to that. We got an update from Jordan, who's down in Pulaski County, Arkansas. Go ahead, Jordan.
We are dropping south on 430, getting ready to get to that intersection level with downtown Little Rock and see if we can't get a visual on this couplet for you guys.
Awesome. Thanks, Jordan Hall, for giving us another vantage point of the storm that is.
The Ohio
impacting
thing was
the
really bad. I don't think this
western
one in Arkansas is
Little
going to
Rock
produce
area
anymore.
right now. We've got a tornado warning out there. Dean was able to make it past the little roadblock there in Sunbury, Ohio. He's still assessing the damage down the road. Looks like there's quite a bit of tree limbs and general debris. This is not one of the areas that was hit by one of the larger tornadoes. This is just where that big spinning vortex was. I don't think there was any ground circulation. It was just what was left of the big spinning storm that originally caused all of those tornadoes and just led to a very strong wind event down here that still caused quite a bit of damage, it seems.
Yeah, it's coming farther apart. We're probably 4 warnings, 6 warnings still. I mean, quite a few. Let's watch this one. It seems like this one's also dying. A lot of these seems like they're killing themselves off. I think it's getting late. They might. What we saw in Ohio is still incredible. That is shocking. Urbana. Wow.
Yeah, for the most part, most of these storms are dying out, so that's very good news. I think that we are almost certainly in the downward spiral phase of like the intensity of the event. But as we go down, there will be a couple of moments where some spin-up tornadoes happen. So we're going to be here for the next little bit, relaying news and making sure that we get that information to you as it comes out. If there's any new tornado warnings or anything like that. Yes, we've heard the official reports from the sheriff in Logan County, Ohio, about it, calling it a mass casualty event. And we've heard a lot of really unfortunate things out of
that.
Ohio
That is just so tough.
It seems like Indian Lake and the Waka area is the hardest hit.
Yeah.
Wapa.
Any new pictures of damage are coming out?
Where there's quite a bit of tree damage here. Let me make sure. His exact location is now a little bit more like he's to the south and east of Sunbury. I mean, that could technically be tornado damage. That'll obviously have to be kind of monitored and looked at by the National Weather Service over the next couple of days.
Yeah,
just call it Wapuk. All right, I know how to say it. I said
this
it so
one's probably
wrong,
gonna get lifted
so
here.
I said it wrong so many times in the beginning that it's kind of
there was something there maybe for a minute. It was observed
I said it wrong.
for a minute.
Hey Ryan, do you have a copy by any chance?
Happens every time we go live. Yeah, go ahead, Chris.
You have seen the newest mesoscale discussion for the Little Rock area. If you haven't, they are talking about the strong tornado potential over the next 60 minutes for this cell that is coming straight towards Little Rock Metro.
Oh boy. This is the sail in question. Potentially a strong tornado. Maybe about to form here with this supercell as it approaches Little Rock. I'm going to find that SPC graphic for you.
The Little Rock one just doesn't seem like
Wow, I mean that's pretty rare, right?
Oh, Jesus.
You don't see that very often. They literally, on the graphics, says strong tornado possible in the next 60 minutes. Definitely see the reasoning behind it. The storm is riding the outflow.
A new tornado warning
the boundary.
has been
You see
issued.
this boundary coming out right here? I mean, that's going to keep it going for quite some time. There's obviously a lot of warm, moist air out in front of it.
Tornado sirens are now going off in Little Rock.
We've officially got tornado sirens going off in Little Rock. So
Another warning?
yeah.
Wait,
Hold
the
on, give me
7
just a second.
warnings?
I'm gonna drink
Jesus.
some water. So if you are just now tuning in and you're from the Little Rock area, because the sirens are going off, just know that there is a tornado warning. Right now it's radar indicated. We don't have any confirmation that there is a tornado, but the National Weather Service believes, and honestly I believe, that this could turn into a pretty bad situation over the next hour.
We'll
We're
watch
watching
it.
it closely.
Because
I mean,
if it does, it's a bad
storm
situation.
definitely looks healthy, and it could produce a big tornado soon. So get ready to take shelter in Maumelle, Little Rock, Westbrook, Holly Springs, Hickory Hills, Walton Heights, Camac Village, Ferndale, and all these places, okay? The lights are orange, so that means that Chandra has something for us. Go ahead, Chandra.
Hey, we have actually got update from Indiana as well. So Selma and Winchester, Indiana, are experiencing a little
Yeah,
bit
this
of
one might actually
similarity
produce.
to
It's
Logan County.
hard
so
to know.
what's going on is they are
Dude,
having
actually
significant
stop.
damage as well.
Guys,
So listen to the radios. There's
who
a lot
cares?
of house damages. Some people are hurt that we are hearing. So we're gonna have 2 places to keep a close eye on and to follow up with reports.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much, Chandra.
We'll watch it.
We've heard
Oh,
some
man.
stuff from, obviously, we've heard some stuff from Ohio, and now we're starting to hear more from Indiana as well, from Selma and Winchester. And it's all bad. Everything that we're hearing is, it pretty much confirms what we thought we saw on radar. Unfortunately. Yeah, so there is a tornado warning now for Little Rock. Little Rock, Arkansas. You guys are under a tornado warning. Right now, I would just go ahead. I would get to my shelter. Right.
Yeah,
now.
this actually might get bad,
ready
guys.
Now, bring a helmet. Bring the shoes. Bring all the go bag. Get ready to take shelter. Right. But outside of that, right now, the storm as a whole doesn't look that like it doesn't look that organized to me. We're expecting some organization to happen over the next 60 minutes. There's definitely some rotation. It's a big, nasty supercell. It's got the hook. It's just not, all those ingredients haven't come together perfectly just yet.
They might. That's why we're going to stay here. We're going to see if these come together. Man, what a night, guys. We have gone through a lot. By far our biggest weather stream ever. I'd like to thank you guys for it.
Yeah, we've been streaming now for 8 hours, and I think that after this Little Rock storm, I really do think that things are going to start calming down significantly. Hopefully that'll be the end of the coverage. But hey, if we're needed, if there's more tornado warnings, if it looks like another area is going to pop off at a different point tonight, we will stay here as long as we're needed. The storms up in Ohio are still rotating, but they're not producing confirmed tornadoes like there were before. We've got tornado warnings in Ohio. If you are under a tornado warning, if you are hearing tornado sirens, you should be taking shelter. But there's no big tornadoes to track right now. There's no tornadoes on the ground right now in Ohio as far as
we'll just watch it.
I can tell. Okay, we do have a confirmed tornado warning in Indiana. Okay, I think that tornado has lifted though. I don't think that's there anymore. But you should still be in your safe spot in Petersburg and Monroe City in Indiana. So that's all of that is why we're kind of really focused on Little Rock now, because sure, we don't have a tornado down just yet, but this one, it looks like it's about to produce a tornado pretty soon.
Let's go back to Little Rock then. Just keep watching this couplet. It just doesn't look organized to me.
And if you're wondering what that number is up on the top right, we've raised almost $50,000 in what, a little over an hour now for people impacted by the storms. We're going to send some storm chasers, Chandra, and our Y'all Squad team out to these towns to help them in whatever way is needed. We're just going to use that $50,000 in whatever way makes sense, whatever helps the most people, whatever stretches each dollar farthest, whatever gets things to people before insurance can, before FEMA. You know, like we want to fill the gap between those things. Thank you guys for giving us that opportunity. Link is theyallsquad.org.
It's always important to help people when they need it, guys. We're down to 5 warnings still.
It's a waiting game now, as we just wait for this Little Rock
Really
storm
is.
to start to pop off. The rest of them are dying out. Like, thankfully, the rest of them are really starting to die out. We've got a storm up here north of Pittsburgh, severe thunderstorm. It's garden variety. Akron, Ohio, you've got a pretty strong storm coming through, moving towards Atwater, not tornadic at all. A lot of these severe thunderstorm warnings in Ohio are your typical everyday average severe thunderstorm warnings. Even the tornado warnings that are left over, if they continue to not rotate in a similar way as to what we've seen, those are going to be allowed to expire very soon. So that's good news.
Oh shoot,
The big hot spot now, the area that we're watching the hardest, I would say, is going to be down here near Little Rock, as our storm is rearing up. That is one heck of a hook. Yeah.
New warning. Nah, that got nothing. Where was the new warning? I lost it. It can't be there. Nah.
Also, y'all, if you're sending me stuff on Twitter, I really appreciate it. Pictures, videos, whatever it is. First of all, please only do that if you can do so safely. And second of all, make sure you also tag your local National Weather Service as well, if you know how, if you know their @, if you know their symbol. I know a lot of you don't. Why would you? So don't really worry about it. But if you do know, then go ahead and tag them. And if you want to, look it up, figure out what your local National Weather Service is.
They really
and
think this
figure
is
out
gonna
their,
do something.
their Twitter handle, and tag them in everything that you send to me. Because it'll help them out a lot. I think we had multiple instances today where the first actual videos of a tornado that was on the ground were sent to me. And the National Weather Service probably, had to find that through my Twitter, which is fine. That they have computers, they have the internet. But it would be nice. It would be cool if everybody also tagged the National Weather Service as well. Winchester. Winchester, too, has also been deemed as a mass casualty event. This is over in Indiana, some of the damage coming in there.
It's a sad situation. Sadly, we can't change it. All we can do is really watch when this stuff happens and just hope that these.
Dang.
Oh, it might try there. It might try there, guys. If it drops, it might be there.
You're just now tuning in. We're doing coverage from Ohio all the way down to Texas on this severe weather outbreak with multiple tornadoes. But right now we're kind of honed in on this storm near Little Rock because we believe it has a pretty good chance of producing a tornado here soon. Not sure exactly when, but it's certainly trying. It's trying really hard.
Right here. We're going to watch right there. If it produces again... Oh, man, it just... It's so hard to know. I mean, it could produce on here. It might not produce, like... The hook is goofy. It is going to come around, though.
Hey Ryan, it's Chris. We're coming up on this hook echo right now on the west side of Little Rock. Definitely noticing a lot of lightning. So this is a very electric storm. The sirens are going off on the east, north, and south side of Little Rock.
All right, so Chris is approaching our storm here in Little Rock. He's going to give us a view of it. I think Chris and Jordan Hall both are getting awfully daggone close. You can see their little blue markers there on my map. You see them? There's Chris, there's Jordan, and when the radar data shows up, they'll become harder to see, but that's where they are. They're approaching the hook, and it looks like that hook is trying to produce a tornado here south of Ferndale. Like, if we see that area of rotation increase in intensity over the next little bit,
we're going to watch it.
Probably got ourselves a tornado genesis ongoing here to the west of Little Rock, Arkansas.
And they say it could be big, so we are going to watch this carefully.
We got reports of the Taco Bell in Winchester, Indiana,
we've been
being
talking about that.
completely leveled to the foundation.
That's incredible. Man, it's kicking up here. What? Excuse me.
Yeah, I'm just Logan County.
The hook, it's like coming
some
around.
Of the videos coming out of Logan County are actually really, really unsettling.
I don't know what it's doing. It's like, it looked like it's killing itself
And
off.
here's some photos from Bestie King of Plymouth, Ohio. This is also some of the more impressive damage I think we've seen. Definitely Indian Lake and some places in eastern Indiana look a lot worse than that, but associated with that storm specifically that hit Plymouth, that looks pretty significant there.
Yeah. Oh, becoming way more organized now.
We've officially hit $50,000 raised tonight over at the y'allsquad.org. Thank y'all so much. We're going to put it to good use. Last time we deployed the Y'all Squad, it was in December after the tornadoes in Tennessee, and we got like, I don't remember what the total was, but it was, you know, $20,000, $30,000, something like that worth of Christmas presents, and delivered it to people who lost everything right before Christmas.
3-hour-long stream.
Stuff like that. And then also, you know, truckloads of supplies.
If this doesn't do anything, we're probably going to end it here.
We've gotten
I
really
just
good
don't
at
got all
that.
night, you know, guys.
But we're also just always
And they've
asking,
lifted a
like,
lot of
what
these
can we
warnings.
do,
This is
and
the only one
try
we're
and fill in
watching.
the blanks
The
wherever
one
we
up here
can.
seems...
We couldn't do it without
That's
your
incredible they haven't
obviously
listed
without
that.
your, contributions.
We're just going to watch this.
Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of people suggest that there's a funnel cloud associated with this. I wouldn't doubt it. There's definitely some rotation there. There's definitely, I mean, this is definitely spinning. It's trying to produce a tornado. So, you know, I'm sure there is a funnel cloud associated with it.
Tornado sirens going off in Little Rock. God, that's creepy. That's their sirens?
Yeah, I believe the storm recently underwent what is known as a cycle. This produced a tornado down near Hot Springs.
Guys, hold
In fact,
on.
It's produced a bunch of damage down there near Hot Springs. And now it's just kind of getting its act together, and it's about to produce another tornado, I believe. Chandra, if you can hear me, if you can update Brian Enfinger's location to Hot Springs, Arkansas. Looks like Brian is assessing some of the damage in Hot Springs.
Oh, we got... Oh, wow.
And yeah, wow. It looks... I don't know exactly what we're looking at here, but I think I see a concrete foundation for some sort of metal building on the right side there. It looks pretty significant from what I can tell from this vantage point.
Wow. You see what's left of that home, that's absolutely incredible. Oh, this is gonna go down. Double box it, double box this. Get ready.
Yeah, look at that.
Here we go. We're gonna watch this.
A new tornado is forming here, y'all. On its approach to the greater Little Rock area. So everybody in the path here, all the way up towards Holly Springs, Ferndale.
Hey Ryan, it's Chris. There's not a tornado down already. It's very close to occurring just to the west side of Little Rock. This is a very serious situation starting to unfold.
Holly Springs, Ferndale, Shady Grove, Hickory Hills, Walton
watch
Heights, all these places, you're in the line.
They're
For,
right here.
This thing, if it continues
Gone.
to develop,
It's gone.
in the way that has seemingly developed so far. Yeah, we're gonna have some troubles here with this one as it comes up closer to once again the western side of Little Rock, especially towards Hickory Hills and Walton Heights. Once again, thanks for all
So
the
it
support.
scanned it, and then it was literally just gone. Like
Claudia says, you called it, Ryan. You told Winchester to run, not walk for cover. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Ember says Hot Springs is not hot. Okay, Hot Springs Village and Hot Springs are two different areas. I see. Gotcha. Hot Springs Village specifically is the area that was most significantly impacted by the tornado that happened earlier.
This doesn't feel like it's doing anything.
Hot Springs was very close by. Hot Springs Village is the area that was hit.
Facing a push along this boundary.
So we'll see what happens with the supercell here. Is it looks really impressive. We'll see what happens with it over the next little bit. Let's hope that it continues to just try to produce a tornado and then doesn't. That's what we like to see. That's a retirement village. DE says, I'm posting from Hot Springs Village. The tornado missed me by about 5 minutes. I got the warning from your stream before I got it from anywhere else. Thank you. I'm glad you're okay.
Man. It doesn't seem like it wants to wrap up.
Thank you for being here and for trusting me. I'm going to go check in on the warning up here in Ohio. By the way, all tornado warnings, except for the one in Little Rock.
Right when I checked. Great
There
timing.
are no tornado warnings. There's only one. There's no tornado warnings in Ohio right now. There's a lot
Same
of
thing, it's just a
thunderstorms.
little spin up.
It's probably lightning and thundering. It's doing all that stuff out there. There's no tornado warnings in Indiana, Illinois, Missouri. There's none. Only in Arkansas, and it's right there around Little Rock. That's why we're focused on that area. Now, we are about to get another new tornado warning right now.
A new tornado warning has been issued
in Indiana. But the good news here is that this looks like it's going to be a spin-up tornado. If you're in Littles, Winslow, Campbelltown, or Ayrshire in Indiana, you do need to take shelter. But this is going to be a very quick thing. Okay, it's going to drop a tornado very quickly. It's going to go away.
In the upward tilts on velocity.
Whoa. We've got a new tornado watch for Lexington, Kentucky, for Campbellsville, Bowling Green, Louisville, all the way up to Portsmouth, Ohio. This is a lot of central Kentucky here. 4 million, 3.5 million people now added to the list of people who are under a tornado watch, and this goes until 4 a.m.
No
4
way.
a.m.
Nope, I'm good.
And that tornado watch is not for. So the storms that we're watching down in
tornado
Arkansas,
watch has been
for
issued.
example, the supercell, right? This is one kind of storm that very commonly produces tornadoes. They're big, beefy, thunderstorms that you see where they are, that you know what they're doing, and you just track them. And usually these are the ones that produce the long track tornadoes and the most violent ones. And then you have storms like the one that just prompted the tornado warning over here in
Another tornado
Indiana,
warning.
right? This is not a big beefy supercell. This is a part of a line. Okay, you've got a big line of storms, and a little bloop of it has decided to kick out in front of the rest of it and then swirl up and produce a tornado. Those tornadoes are still very dangerous. Don't get me wrong, and you should take them seriously. You should
What was
definitely
that? 4.
heed those warnings whenever they're issued, but that's not the same thing, okay? And that's the kind of tornadoes that we need to watch out for tonight in Louisville, Elizabethtown, Lexington, Portsmouth. There's going to be a line of storms that comes through, and then there's going to be a
So this one is
very hit or
cycling,
miss,
and this
kind
might actually
of,
drop something if what I've seen is true. We looked on
tornadoes
upper
that
level
happen within that
rotation, and
line
it is
all
definitely
across
still there,
parts of
guys.
Kentucky tonight. It's a very common thing, what's likely to happen in Kentucky later tonight through 4 a.m. Our team here, once again, we've been streaming now for a little over 8 hours, going on 8.5 hours. We're going to see this storm through Little Rock, and if it's still not doing anything by the time it gets past Little Rock, we're probably going to wrap up our coverage, or at least begin the process of wrapping it up and sticking around for a little while to make sure nothing crazy happens with these storms up in Ohio or something like that. I don't think we're going to be here till 4 a.m. I just want to let you know that even when this stream ends, you're going to be fine, and as long as you've got a way of getting warnings, nothing bad's going to happen with these storms, especially not in Kentucky today. That's a more, you're used to that kind of tornado watch.
Another tornado warning. I thought so. I'm just hearing stuff. They're just playing random sounds at this point.
Jessica says, we took shelter at our tiny town's fire station with our dog, all thanks to your stream. The tornado that went through Union City passed just north of us. We are out of danger now. Thank you, Ryan. Jessica, thank you. And I am so happy to hear that you are okay. I'm glad that you took shelter. Thank you.
We got a lot of
Cynthia,
power.
thank you so much for the support. Thanks for being here. Oh man, I did not know that it was going to scroll that far. Unfortunately, I don't know how. Okay, yes.
I'm still streaming. We're gonna watch this go into
Anthony
Little Rock
says,
right here, and we're gonna see what it does. If it doesn't do anything, though, we are not gonna follow it.
Informed. I was able to warn my cousin in Monroe City, Indiana tonight.
Another. Don't tell me it's a tornado warning, bro.
Waterloop says, "Stay safe, everyone. It's not
What
worth
in the world
losing
am I
your life
hearing?
for a grainy phone picture." That's a good
Are
point.
y'all just playing stuff to make me feel like
Your
I'm
safe
going
spots
crazy?
If you're in the path.
You
Yes,
definitely
thank
are.
you, Waterloops. Will
Oh wait, is
Cato,
it just being extended?
Will Cato, Arkansas be hit?
There's nothing
yes,
on
every
this.
part of Arkansas before the
Maybe.
morning hours,
We'll see.
before you wake up tomorrow, more than likely,
Might well be
will
doing
be
one
hit by
tonight,
some
for
sort
God's
of
sake.
thunderstorm. Yes, absolutely. And there is a tornado
Hey
watch
Ryan,
for
if
the
you've
vast
got a
majority
copy,
of Arkansas.
tune into my stream for a minute if you've got it up. Getting continuous cloud to ground lightning here in downtown Little Rock. Continuous.
This is a live feed from Chris Hall in downtown Little Rock. Actually, Chandra, can we get
Wow. There's a ton of lightning in Little Rock.
Chris in the #1 spot, and then if you can update Brian Imfinger's location
With the lightning.
for us, that would help out a lot.
Incredible. I got school tomorrow, but it's what it is. We're just gonna watch it go through. If it
Is
does,
it just not working? It's a Holly
I think
Springs
lightning may have just hit
Village.
a transformer or something. Just had a large power flash from that lightning strike.
Holly Springs Village is where he is. Okay. So this is a live look at the storm coming into Little Rock here. Chris Hall is, yeah, he's in Little Rock. He's on the western side. He's looking at the part of the storm that would produce a tornado if a tornado was to be produced. And yeah, there's a lot of lightning activity coming from that storm. That's for sure.
I'm just hearing this crap. Tell me it's not me just hearing that.
And then Chandra, if you can put Brian in the number 2 spot. Brian M. Finger.
The alarm sound. The dun, dun. I guess y'all don't hear that.
Also, don't want to miss this one. To view. Sierra Netheron also sent a very generous $500 super chat. She said, I also sent a donation directly to your foundation. What you do is invaluable to millions of people. I live in Clarksville, Tennessee, and on December 9th, our town was hit hard by an EF3 tornado. I know what these communities will be facing when they wake up. Thank you for everything you do. Sierra, thank you. You did not have to do that, but obviously it's very much appreciated. Thank you so much. And everybody thanks Sierra. I mean, there's just a lot of support tonight, and I'm very thankful, and I'm eager to make sure that, especially with the funds that we have kind of put together for our Y'all Squad initiative, I'm eager to put them to use and start to try to help as many people as possible, because you guys have given us the opportunity to do that. Outside of that, we're really just watching this storm move into Little Rock. Okay, we're seeing what's going to happen with it. It's rotating. It's trying its best. Who knows if it's actually going to produce a tornado or not? It's getting pretty close. But if I'm in Maumelle, Marsh, or Camac Village in Arkansas, I'm taking shelter just in case. Because this is a nasty, big, nasty storm, okay?
There's just a gap. There's literally a gap where this should be. Incredible damage. God, this is horrible. Look at this. Look at the stream down there. Look how bad that is. That is. Let me guess, another weird sound that's not even a warning. Oh shoot, that actually was a warning. It's probably in that line again. Yep. This is I predicted.
Yeah, just continuing to look through some of the stuff. There's a lot of really interesting imagery of the tornadoes tonight. I'll be looking over. We might do something in the future.
A new tornado warning
like
has
a
been
review
issued
or something. To talk about each one of these, because they're so. I mean, these are tornadoes that'll be talked about for a while, you know. If you're just now tuning in, we do have a developing tornado, maybe moving into the western side of Little Rock. We've got a tornado warning out there. It's the only tornado warning we have outside of a tornado warning in Indiana, which we will check on here for you right now. We just got a new addition to that, to the one in Indiana, by the way. And it's the warning is mostly cautionary because there's a little pop out, part of the storm that could cause a brief spin up tornado. The big threat here is going to be 1 inch in diameter hail and potentially winds up to 60 miles per hour. And there's a tornado possible within that. Okay, so Jasper, Indiana, just get to your safe spot, wait for that line to pass, and then come out. More than likely, everything's going to be fine.
What?
It's a little bit more of a serious situation down here closer to Little Rock because this is a supercell thunderstorm, and if that little dangly bit hanging off the bottom of it there organizes enough, it will likely produce a pretty serious tornado. So far, it hasn't done that, and we're going to hope that continues to be the case. Once this gets past Little Rock, and if the supercell looks like it's going to continue to be mostly a hail maker and a wind maker and a rain maker, maybe we can kind of stop helicoptering it so much here.
That was a goofy warning. This thing doesn't... It looks like it's just wrapping up in itself. But actually...
Okay, we got another new tornado warning. Of course. Bro. Who's doing that? What is that? What is that? How's that even a thing, bro? People, there's like tornado sirens, there's phone alarms and things that are dependent on this. Why can't we just draw a square, a circle, a triangle? What is this? That's so confusing. That's so unnecessarily confusing. I hate it. I hate it. But anyways, essentially that new tornado warning is just the same thing as the one that was issued 5 minutes ago for Jasper. I guess it's like in a different, National Weather Service zone, so they had to kind of like compartmentalize part of it and work together to get them out. I don't know, but like whatever it is that makes that happen, just get rid of it. Just stop doing that. You know what I'm saying?
Pretty weak right here. I just, if it doesn't do anything, it gets to the
If you live in America, you're very lucky to have the National Weather Service. We have the best
by
weather
far.
System ever. Like if you go to another country, their radars suck. If you go to another country, like their forecasts a lot of times suck a lot worse than ours. There's no way to surveil the weather anywhere in the world better than you can here in the United States. Like we've got like all the tools. We've got the satellites, we've got the radars, we've got the this, we've got the that, and it's all thanks to the National Weather Service. So, like, obviously, we love the National Weather Service, but...
Alright, guys, this isn't producing.
Dumb.
So I'm probably going to have to end the stream here.
And they should fix
I thought it would, but...
Remember,
we'll stream sometime soon. We'll do iRacing. This weather was crazy. I'll be posting the damage reports online, so...
One warning.
That's probably going to